Cafe. Nostalgia, let the memories bloom. All these stories in my head are gonna make me go boom. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah. 負けないワクワクワクワイ全てが好きだから Yeah. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah. 負けないワクワクワクワイ僕には君しかいないラララララララララ
Konbanwa, friends, and welcome to the fall season finale of the Otalku Cafe, where we got soccer being soccer, Quincy's being filthy Quincy's. The workshop battle is over. We got some luck, and we got a lot of stuff going on here. All this and more, I am at your host, your chef, and to join me, my other co-host, Ethan. How you doing?
You know, as I'm looking at our thing, Twitch is having problems, so we're not on Twitch currently. However, we're on a new location, Matt, aren't we?
We're on our official Facebook page finally.
I had to make a final push. We were at 92 when you said something this morning, and I was like, "All right, I shall make the push."
All right, like, you know what? It's your turn, because I shared a couple of times, so
yeah, I did.
Yeah, so
what is
we
our number
are
now?
over 100. Thank you all so much.
Indeed. This is the inaugural episode, and I couldn't think of a better episode to really start it on. Maybe the year is next week. That might have been a decent.
Yeah, the end of the year is next week.
Yeah, it might have been a decent one to do it on, but other than that, not terrible. Not a terrible way to start off the new Facebook page with streaming, eh?
Exactly. So
I pull my hair on the air because I'm a savage.
Yeah, we're also on the other various platforms like Dershi Radio, W2M Network. So give those a follow as well. We're also on their YouTube channels, the Facebook channels.
Indeed. Anything special you got going on for tomorrow, buddy? As we record, it's almost New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. I am working. I was supposed to be off, but they needed me. And I was like, all right, I'll get overtime, and I get paid tomorrow on New Year's Day. So I'm gonna do that. Pick up food I'm not gonna cook, and then we're just gonna get high and drunk.
Hey, it sounds about fucking right.
Yep. And then early in the morning, if it's not snowing, we're gonna go hiking for our New Year thing.
You're gonna go like sunrise or no?
Like as early as possible, like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Do that. Do a quick walk. Go to our spot.
Start the new year with some views, eh?
Exactly.
It reminds me, I'm gonna need to when I eventually visit you one day. I gotta bring hiking boots.
Yes. You're definitely gonna need that.
You wear hiking boots, right?
I don't always.
Unless snow boots, probably for the hike.
For the snow, yeah. On that, I could do like regular ones. It really depends on the mountain we go to. But no, they would be good to have. So bring them just in case.
I gotta buy some.
All right, that works.
All right, buddy.
But we have a few shows to talk about. Nothing big, nothing crazy. As I am downloading our photos because we're doing live coverage on our Facebook page for the winners for the staff.
Good luck doing live coverage next week.
Oh no! I'm only gonna do I'm just gonna do the winners or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the actual winners. Like if you want to know the other stuff, like you gotta tune in.
God, well, they're not mean because I have a whole fucking spreadsheet.
Right. Yeah, real quick. Let the Grievous Soul Retire is again a season 2 or a part 2, whatever you want to call it. Because that Grievous Soul cannot retire.
Sounds like an American to me.
Yep.
Or Japanese. It sounds more like a Japanese. That's fair.
Magic Magical Girl Lyrical Nawaha is again a anime production. And finally, Bleach Part 4, the final part, coming soon. I'm going to assume by summer or fall next year.
It feels bittersweet, and we're going to talk about the Bleach finale here shortly, but it
Yeah.
seems a little bittersweet in the grand scheme of things, given how it's been.
Given how it's been, we got hopefully the final part. I know Marte said it's not good, like how it ends, but we'll see how they do it. Things can change. Things can change.
Mm.
But who knows? We'll find out whenever that comes out. We'll get a release date, I'm sure. And I believe we have a couple of reviews. Not a whole lot, a couple. Again, as I said.
A couple of reviews.
Yeah, exactly. So, what do you have for us, Ethan? What do you have to finish off?
I have two that I didn't finish last week. For information, Blue My Bureau is not over yet, guys. However, to catch up so I could be on this show, I did not watch this past week's, so no review on Blue My Bureau this week. You'll get one next week if Matt will allow me 2 minutes of time to indulge the audience on Blue My Bureau. But I've got two. The first one is going to be the finale of Gale Online Season 2. Let me refresh my screen so I can pull it up. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even write one. Ha ha ha! I didn't even write my thoughts on it. That's how how bland it ended. Really. I thought I wrote my thoughts, but I didn't really write my thoughts.
No.
I mean, there's not really a lot to really say when it's all said and done. Actually, basically, what's it called? What's her face comes? Damn, I forgot her name now. That's again how she ingrained herself in my heart. Len, there we go. Len basically kills herself as the penultimate episode ended. Yep, she kills herself because she remembers, hey, this is a video game. I've got lives. I'm not gonna die in real life. This isn't Sword Art Online. This is Gale Online, so I'm good. So she kills herself. She comes back. They devise a plan, and with all their powers combined, they manage to defeat the NPCs. And the persons that killed the most people of the NPCs was Len and her team. So they win the overarching prize. And basically, that's pretty much the majority of the episode. The only other keynote for the episode is who the NPCs were. So the NPCs, as I had deduced on air with you last week, they are not part of Alice. The NPCs were actual players. The only difference is these players were like PTSD combat veterans. And they've all been part of like secret ops missions and shit to, in real life. And so that's why they were so coordinated and good with the game. They were able to adapt really quickly. And in the final scene, basically, Len causes the NPC, who again, as we said, is a real person, to have a whole like panic attack as he's about to die. And they go in depth on that. And basically they tell the guy he's been on, I don't know how many tens of dozens of missions. He's never lost a comrade. He's killed hundreds of people and he's always returned without a scratch. And in this video game, under real life circumstances, he basically gets killed by a little girl in pink. And it's not the fact that he gets killed by a little girl in pink, but it's the principle that for the first time in his life, he experienced the fear of death. Even though knowing he wasn't going to die, he still experienced that panic, that fear, that reality. And when he wakes up, he sees the footage and he starts freaking out again. And basically his comrade, who was one of the NPCs, looks to him. He's like, do you want to go back to that life? And he says, no, I don't want to go back to that life. Like that, I'm done with that life.
I can't go back, Paul.
I can't go back. So basically Len single-handedly like caused like this fucking mercenary to be like, no, I'm good. I don't want to be doing all these things anymore. I'm good. Which I thought was really interesting from that perspective. And like I said, everything else about the show is very unnoteworthy. So much like my review that I gave that I haven't posted yet. I haven't you know something, Matt? I haven't posted any of my 2024 reviews, period, online. I've got 41 pages and counting of reviews.
Oh shit.
That I have not posted. I've got to figure out how to post. But yeah, in any case, like I had written in about season 1 when I binged it, if you're looking for a Sword Art Online, like legit, like alternative, you really thought like it was gonna be that, it It's not that. You're not gonna get that at all, right? If you don't watch this show as a sword art online enthusiast, I can't say you're missing a lot, but at the same time, for the completionist in you, like it's worth a watch. It's not egregious. You're not gonna be insulted watching it, but it's not anything really like Sword Art Online. The characters don't have as much depth. The story is very middling from that perspective. Again, there's no real legitimate weight to it. It's just cool action, and it immerses you in that like full dive, like virtual reality world, which, as we know, in today's society is coming into play more and more and more. So like I said, it's not a bad watch. I don't regret watching it. It's just not gonna win anything for me. So I gave it a 3.25.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.25. And the series as a whole, both seasons, season 1, season 2, and overarching 3.25. So
That's
it is.
fair.
And of
Okay.
course, my fucking hide alerts, my family's fantasy football chat is going off.
Well, tell them to mute it.
Yeah, I muted it. Okay, moving on. Next one, the second one I have is Yakuza Fiance. I love Yakuza Fiance. Yakuza Fiance was so fun. Basically, to end this season in particular, we see Kirishima get the silent treatment because of his like actions the previous week with fighting what's his face? Whose name I'm forgetting. Shoma, right? So he gets the silent treatment, and for 3 days he's like trying his best. He's like cooking cakes, he's like trying to give her food, he's trying to like buy her stuff, like just do anything to get Yoshino to talk to her. And she just doesn't do it. And eventually, basically, she starts a timer, right? She starts a timer, and it's like, what time is it now? When they arrive back to Tokyo, he's like 7 p.m. He's like, that's a little early, but that'll suffice. That's when the silent treatment starts. At 6:57, she opens her door. It's pouring rain 3 days later. And she's like, yeah, it's 3 minutes early, but I'll talk to you again. Right. And like they start having like this conversation basically. And they are like, like Yoshino asks, like, what does a girlfriend, boyfriend, what does this do? Right. And they like hold hands, and like it's actually a really cute scene. Like they hold hands, they correct, like he caresses her hands, they comment on how soft and how hard each other's hands are, and then Yoshino comments that Kirishima's hands are dry, and she gives him some hand cream. And so then he seductively rubs the hand cream over Yoshino's hand so he can rub it on his hand, and then proceeds to lick the hand. And this freaks Yoshino the fuck out. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, it looked like cream. It looked edible, but it's not edible. It's hand lotion. And she's like, you fucking creep. Get the fuck.
Hold on. We got a question.
Are you
going to watch Yandere Dark Elf come to springtime?
I don't think I am, Matt.
Depending on my watch schedule, I might give it the free episode rule.
Okay.
I want to see if it's going to be an actual dark yandere thing like Happy Sugar Life, or is this going to be another generic rom-com harem in a modern society?
That's fair.
So I need to know. So I will give it the free episode rule. Who knows? It might surprise me. I don't know.
We shall find out in a couple weeks.
Is that? Well, it's not February. It's in April. So.
Okay. So
yeah,
it's
spring. It's springtime. Spring. All right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so she gets creeped the fuck out, slaps him in the face, and that's that. And so it's a cute moment between them. And the rest of the episode, honestly, does a decent job. It actually does. It does a decent job. And the only reason why I didn't say it did a great job is because, as you might have seen in the chat, Matt, when me and Starman were talking about it, the show creates a lot of buildup for an eventual season 2, assuming that this gets renewed. Right. I imagine it will. But they put too much emphasis on the build-up. They did a lot of drama, a lot of giving you a lot for a cliffhanger, right? And I felt that it was literally a little bit too much. Basically, the episode starts off, the end of the episode, I should say, it starts off with Yoshino getting a call from Shoma because she sees the news and sees that somebody slammed into one of their offices. right, with a car. Just ran the fucking truck into the office. So she was trying to get more details, trying to find out if Shoma was okay because he wasn't answering his phone for a couple of days or whatever the case was. And they're like basically kind of trying to blow it over. Like, yeah, this is gonna blow over. This is gonna blow over.
Right.
In the interim, though, he mentions that her grandfather has been really busy, and the grandfather goes to the head of the families, right? The head of the whole Yakuza operation in Osaka. He and another member of one of the families. And, basically that other guy gets chewed out and the grandfather is chilling. But the grandfather's being nice, he's being his typical, like, jovial self with the guy. And the guy is not having it. And so we find out after Yoshino's grandfather leaves that guy is in cahoots with somebody else that's working with the Yakuza to basically try and kill Yoshino's grandfather. And so they're starting a chain of events to really do those type of things. And so there's that. And then basically we get the credits, and then in an after credit scene, right? We get Yoshino. She's in her house, and we see Kirishima come back from doing whatever Yakuza duties he's doing. He brings her a cake and sees Yoshino laying on the ground. He immediately freaks out, drops the cake, runs over to her, and sees she's only taking a nap. Like, she aired out her futon, and she's just taking a nap on her futon. And we get another cute scene with them that basically, like, they're holding hands. He's staring at her sleep. He puts his coat over her. Really, really cute stuff. And as he's basically cuddling with her, creepily staring at her while she sleeps, her phone is ringing, and it's Shoma. Shoma's on his bike on the road trying to call Yoshino, and Yoshino doesn't answer because she's asleep with Kirishima. And so this pisses off Shoma. Shoma puts his phone away, puts his helmet on, speeds off into wherever he's going. And that's where the series ends. So a lot of drama, a lot of build up, a lot of a cliffhanger. But I felt it was literally maybe a little bit too much, right? Specifically the last part with Shoma calling, getting pissed off, and speeding off. I felt that was literally a little bit too much. You gave us enough with the whole story of how season 2 is going to focus on Yoshino's grandfather being in danger by the other Yakuza. But, you could have left us on a little bit of a high of Kirishima, even though he was being a little creepy, being really sweet and kind to Yoshino who's asleep. But in any case, I still enjoyed it. I still got good kicks out of it, I'd say. This was a really, really fun show, and I'll talk more about it as we get into my top 9. But as a whole, I think, what did I give it on Analyst? I gave it a 3. If I'm realistically speaking, due to my enjoyment level, I'm gonna say I gave it about a 3.75. I gave it a 3.75 out of 5.
Okay.
So thoroughly enjoyed it. Look forward to a season 2. And I'll talk more about why I enjoyed it so much when we get to the top 10.
All right. Is that any else for you?
That's it for me, buddy.
Oh, shit. Well, fuck. All right.
Yep.
That means I got to be ready.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm going to do, I got 2. So I'm going to do Sengoku Youko. You know how I said it ended with like this big explosion? You see Senya and Jinka falling to the ground.
Yep, big boom.
Okay, so this episode starts like it's already days later. Like
Okay.
they're up, they're okay, everything's fine.
That's a shitty way to end.
It was a weird transition. That was my only complaint of this episode.
Yeah, not really.
So I was like, well, fuck, okay. But since the adventure, everything's done, everyone's gonna go their separate ways. Tama and Jinka are gonna go back to their old home. Shinsuke and Shakiyaku, they're still gonna stay in this village. And Senya and Tsukiko are gonna drop off the water spirit now back to his home. And then they're gonna figure out what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone says goodbye and everything. But Shinsuke's like, I have one more thing to do. I'll be right back. Like, BRB. He sees old man Yazin and immediately starts to try to kill him.
Yeah.
Because he's mad. Like, nope, you're not going to experiment on Katawaras anymore, basically. So he does a technique with the magic sword, slices him, like, eye and arm are gone.
Damn.
Shinsuke sees that he's dead, but
Rip.
He's not. He's not dead.
Of course not.
Tama's mother, who accompanies Yazen, use like a decoy type of thing to make him escape at the cost of again his eye and his arm.
Okay.
But he can't do his experiments anymore because of this.
Because he's half blind and half crippled.
Yeah, and he actually says to Kuzunoha, like, I'm sorry, I can't help you become human again. So that was why he was doing this, to make her not become a Karawara anymore.
Okay.
So she's like, you know what? It's okay. I'll still be by your side till the end of your life comes. Because she loves him, type of thing.
Oh.
So Shinsuke's part's done. Senya and Tsukiko, they drop off now back to his home. And then they say their goodbyes. And Senya decides to just stay in the village with Senya and Tsukiko, so basically they can have a life together.
Oh.
So there's going to be various time skips. Shinsuke is now dead. He died of old age.
Rip.
And Senya and Tsukiko, they have a kid.
Nice.
And eventually Tsukiko passes away of old age. Senya does not really. He's immortal.
Right. Can't be human.
Yeah. So yeah, he gets. But now that she is gone, he can wander the world. He can wander around. Like he was only staying until Tsukiko is gone, and now that she's gone, he can do whatever.
I'm free.
Basically, I'm free. I'm free.
Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last.
Yes, thank God Almighty. But anywho, he's wandering around. We see familiar faces. Jinka, who is now a full Karawara, he's in this fox form at times. He's paying them a visit. Gives Muto a visit. Shakayaku passes on. Senya's kid passes on. And near the end, Senya goes to a familiar face who lives in the ice mountain type of thing. And Senya, Jinka, and Muto are the ones they basically protect the world now. Like they're like the guardians. Like if there's any threats, they take care of it.
So they're the Z fighters.
What?
They're the Z fighters.
I mean, in essence, sure. But with that, like another threat comes, small threat, but you see Muto, Jinka, and Senya getting ready to fight it, and that was where the series ends.
Nice.
I gave it a 4, mostly due to the consistency of it,
Okay.
of how they've been for this set of for these 2 cores. They've been consistent.
Sure. You know what you get. You don't.
Yeah, I know what I got. The action was fun. Could stuff be better? Obviously, of course, it happens with almost every show. But I got satisfied with all these 37 episodes.
God, 37 episodes.
Well, actually, no, 35. I'm sorry, it's 35 episodes.
35.
It was originally 37, but it turns to 35. So maybe could have gotten one more, but it's all right. And finally, for me, Blue Lock Season 2. This was 2 episodes. I'm not going to go in depth on both of the episodes. It's still the game. It's still like the final stretch of the game. It's still tied 3-3. And Rin is the one that's getting pissed off because everyone, all the other players in Blue Lock, they're growing, they're evolving as the game progresses. And Rin is technically the number 1 in Blue Lock. And now he's thinking like, are they catching up to me, or
like, you suck, bro.
Basically, they feel like, is he gonna get left behind now because they're keeping up with him? It's like no, nope. This INN now fuck that. I am gonna be a striker. That means on my own. So basically, it got to the point where he starts going crazy because he wants to be the best and he wants to finally show off against his brother, which is really not working.
Realistically, in real soccer, people hate those type of people.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And actually, during this, Rin got kicked in the head by Shido during this. He got kicked in the head. It's like, how is that not a yellow card? Like, oh, it's an accident. It's like it was an accident.
Still a yellow card for reckless
Yeah. But
endangerment.
but I was like, yeah, that with how he kicked him, like how hard it looked like he kicked him, like that's a fucking concussion.
It's anime. Nothing matters, right, Matt? That's why I said a figure skater blade to the throat doesn't kill you, right?
Yeah, well,
anime.
In Demon Slayer, those breathing techniques, they don't actually have those. There's no wind, there's no water, there's no fire. Like we're seeing, but in the
You
actual
don't believe in
thing,
Captain Planet? How dare you?
yes. But and when they're actually fighting with the swords, those things aren't coming out. It's just them with the swords. No cool visual effects. So it's anime.
It's anime.
We see the over the top shit while everyone else just looks fucking normal in their worlds. Completely. So basically, Ring gets the ball. He's even away from his teammates, saying basically "fuck you, go die, all of you."
Good.
I'll murder anyone in my path.
Good.
He goes for this kick and rejects it. Did not go in the goal. And his brother looks at him and says, like, "You're fucking pathetic."
You're trash, guy.
He's like, "You have not learned shit, did you?"
Not a fucking thing.
They try. U20 tries to get a goal, fails, and we're at the final minute. So all of a sudden, it turns to like this widescreen 2D type of thing. Rin and Sei right in front of each other. The animation for it's fucking great. The pass and all this going around. It's just them now, like back and forth, while everyone failing to get to them. And when Sei was trying to get that kick, Rin's foot got out to have the ball change course. Like what the fuck? But and then fucking the captain U20 Oliver, he sees it. It's like it's coming towards him. I'm going to get it. But Isagi got to his blind spot and got the goal. He kicked the winning goal. And Blue Lock won. Like that whole final minute or so sequence, that was just fantastic. And then all the fans, like they were getting so into it. Like, holy shit, U20 lost. But you know what? Damn, these guys are good. These kids, like, holy fuck.
Don't matter. They still got to disband now.
No, they actually don't disband.
Oh, of course.
No. Yeah, but basically now, like, instead of U20 playing the games, could be the Blue Lock team playing these games while keeping the Blue Lock program. And Isagi gets interviewed, basically, what's the goal for this fucking thing? But he's like, he reflects on his growth on the thing, and then he says, "We're gonna win the World Cup."
No, you're not.
Well, no, but and then everyone, they're like, good match, good game, and all this. And Ego, Jinpachi here, he's still shocked. He's like, holy shit, they actually won. But now that he's like, hey, now you see the results of my program. Do you guys invest now? And all these guys are like, yeah, we're gonna invest. They'll go bye. And Ego congratulates everyone, saying congrats, but it only just started because basically, if you guys fall up now, everything that we've been doing has been for nothing. So the real work begins during this. So we don't know what the next step's going to be. I think it's going to be like the Neo Ego arc. I forgot the name of what the name of the arc is called. They're in the locker room. Isagi looks at Rin. He says, like,
you're trash.
No. He even says, like, you helped me out there. Like, you're why I was able to score that goal because I've been in sync with your movements. So it's a goal for both of us. Because Rin's mad because he didn't get the winning goal. And as Isagi was leaving, Rin says, shut up. Go die. From now on, you're my rival. So that means I'm coming after you during this. I'm going to make sure you're gone and I'm the winner. And Isagi looks and goes, understood. Because he knows only one of them can win. It's like, I'm not giving up now. I'm not leaving now. Especially with how much I've improved. So, fuck you. And then there's a certain phone call to, I don't know, I forgot the guy's name. And also we got a return, Kubiyagi, who got kicked out in the season 1 at the end of season 1. He came back. We don't know what his role is, so I'm curious to see that. And yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger, and I cannot wait till whenever there's a season 3 announcement. I gave it 3 3/4. Before those last few episodes, it was just a straight up 3.
Ooh.
Like I said, everything was good except for the studio giving a shitty schedule and making them release it faster.
Right.
So, yeah, I know people have said budget. Like, it wasn't more of that. It was more of the schedule issue from the studio. So, just take their time next time. That's it.
Indefinite hiatus.
Yeah. Like I said, everything else was fine. It was just not that. So, that was the only thing that like held it back. If that was not the case, I probably would have given it a 4 1/4.
Mm-hmm.
But well, yeah, that was it for the finales. And one thing I had was Link Click came back surprisingly out of nowhere.
Oh.
And the first episode was 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a season
3. Yeah.
It's actually not a season 3. It's more like a side thing, but it's basically. Well, it's not that. It's 8 episodes. It's basically how the timeline where Chen Jiaoshi actually got killed and since Lu Guan had his power because he died. It's him going back. It basically saw how he prevented him from dying. Like what made him cause that taboo? What did he do to make that taboo happen? That he's been preaching. So, very good so far. The first 5 minutes of it was intense. Basically, it wasn't Red Eyes. It was someone else that came in with a gun and shot almost everyone there. Like the girl died. Chen got shot, saving Lu Guan. It's like, holy fuck. And like the rest of it was basically how that group started, like how Lu Guan met Chen and all that. It's like that's how far he went. He went back in time. So it was just more like that. So we're getting a little bit of a background on how they became how they were. So I like it for that.
Naruto.
All right, now let's do our togethers. You want to talk about Tower of God?
No, I want to talk about fucking Forbidden Deductions first because Tower of God was better than fucking Forbidden Deductions.
Okay, fair. It was weird. I will say, basically, this is gonna be really fucking quick. It was basically Toto calling out Dan's lying.
Yep.
And we got the whole reveal of what happened. Basically, the whole murder attempt wasn't supposed to be a murder attempt. It was supposed to be a kidnapping for them to get money.
No, it was for kidnapping for them to. Well, they'll get money because they're gonna devise fucking a bunch of pathological weapons that'll destroy the world.
All right.
He's secretly alive, and that's why we had COVID.
So he's the culprit.
He is.
He's the motherfucker.
He sent that shit to China and framed China.
Yep. And so fucking Dan here is like, well, can't go back now. He grabs the so I pull out my gun. So well, I'm gonna go shoot everybody.
Pew pew pew.
A glass drops, and that triggered fucking Ron's memory.
Half the fucking episode.
What?
He was triggered half the episode.
Yeah.
It's like he was in like half seizure mode half the episode.
Yeah. But this one was like, this one has really done it. You've done it now.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, and so basically, my dad wasn't a bad guy. I mean, he's a bad guy, but not a bad guy.
I didn't mind that. It felt sideways, but I didn't mind it in a way. They gave him vindication.
It was just how they did it.
Yeah.
I was like, sure, why not? And now Ron remembers fully everything.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we have the bear, the little stuffed bear.
It pissed me off.
It was Moriarty watching everything from afar.
That pissed me off.
I'm like, okay, why not?
Okay, Con. Evil Con.
Whatever you want to call him. It's like, sure.
Where did she get the bear? Oh, she just coincidentally had a bear.
We found it. We found it.
It's so cute. Is she 4? She's 18.
Well, 17, but yes.
Okay.
I know, but still. It's like, hey, you want a bear?
Dumb.
It's a good bear.
I don't think she met a Vince-like character.
No. And it's like, well, you know our secret and all this. You guys are still gonna die here. So, even if you did die, who gives a shit?
Basically, I don't.
Yep. And so, I got bombs. Around.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn this. We don't need no fire. Let that motherfucker burn.
Yep.
Burn.
Burn. Yep. So, as the people run in, Dan just shoots the chef and the pickpocketers.
Yeah, the security lady.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Hey, at least he fired the gun. But it pissed me off because he was aiming the gun and having this conversation for like 15 minutes. He could have just killed everybody, and that would have been the show. That would have been the end.
Yeah, it would have been. I'm like, okay. So, but they get, if I was that chef, that innocent chef, I want to raise.
Hey,
for
Chef
everything I've
Chef
been
Kuhn
put through.
proved me wrong. I thought it was the chef the whole time. Chef Kuhn proved me wrong.
So everyone owes him an apology.
Yes, indeed, and some money.
Yep, and no, he also needs a raise because it was like, what the fuck?
Maybe he'll wait for homegirl to turn 18, and that'll be her prize.
So he's just here to make the food and nothing else.
To make food.
Like, I'm here to get paid.
Ridiculous.
But Toto, he goes in to try to get Ron because he snapped out of his thing.
Yep.
And he's like, well, that's it for me. We're goners. There's no way out.
That pissed me off too.
I'm like, that means someone's coming.
Of course.
But yeah.
Who was that person, Matt?
The guy they keep neglected.
Spitz.
Spitz.
Hi.
But they lead this guy out intentionally for all this stuff. And now he's there to help him. Like, no, don't help him.
I know, for real. They should ask Spitz. Spitz, help us. 9.
It's like, now you want my help.
Bro.
Like, fuck you.
He's that friend. He's that person in school that like you constantly ignored, but then like would still be around, so you couldn't like all right, fine, come along.
Like, all right, come on, stop it.
That was that guy. That was that guy in school.
Yeah, and now, they're back home. Everything's fine. Also, there is a spy in blue.
No, spy in what's it called? In M.
No, there was an insider mole in blue too.
Is there a mole in blue?
Yeah, that was given M. That was given Moriarty information.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I might have missed that part.
So I wonder who that is. We'll see. It's Spitz. Watch it be Spitz. Like, why? You didn't invite me.
That would suit the show, and it would be funny and stupid at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just ends with like Ron being mad at his dad, but still look at the picture happy.
Right.
I gave it a 3.
A
3
flat
1/4.
Give it a flat 3.
Yeah, like 3 1/4.
Quarter. Okay.
Yeah, so now,
Half
I would have, but only the first case and half of the last case for the ones that, like.
If this ended a lot better, I would have given it a 3.75 too. If I'm being honest,
I would have given it 3.5. I didn't care about the middle shit. I really didn't.
It was okay. It didn't. It's just it was there. It wasn't insulting, but
that was what I mean. Like, it was just there. Like, I don't. Fuck it.
Yeah, more House M. We need more House M.
So hopefully we didn't get a season 3 announcement, but we'll see if it happens at this point.
I just want them to find out that Toto is a liar.
Right.
Although Toto finally showed that he has a brain, he deduced that it was a lie.
You
So
know,
that was
yeah.
good.
So there we go for that. Not a finale, but real quick, Dragon Ball Daima. Two things happened. Only two things happened.
Mm-hmm.
Do beat Tamagami 1. Finally.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the Dragon Ball, and the fucking Emperor's like, what the fuck? Why is Iris in there? So why is she getting the Dragon Ball? Like, oh, maybe it's to help us. And it's like, no, it's not. It's fucking
fuck that bitch.
And on the other one, Vegeta turned Super Saiyan 3.
At 10 years old.
At 10 years old, we will never see that form again after this arc. It's a useless form.
You would think like Super Saiyan 3 should be like, if they're up to like Super Saiyan God and Ultra Instinct and Ultra Destruction,
yeah,
you would think that their base Super Saiyan should be Super Saiyan 3.
As a thing, with Super Saiyan 3, it takes up way too much ki to maintain it, and Goku never perfected it. I mean, it probably would work for Vegeta, but they have God ki now, so who gives a fuck? It's just Super Saiyan 3 has just been a waste. This is the only time, technically, that it won something.
That's true.
And it's fucking Vegeta that did it.
Good.
And he gets the Dragon Ball.
Yes.
That's it. Okay. You know what?
You forgot. What was the problem he solved? What were the problem both of them solved?
For Do, it's add up all these numbers that come. It's like 1, 3, 20, 100, like billion, like almost millions.
Yeah.
And they had to add all that together. Iris was like, "What? That's impossible." Do didn't get it, but Ku whispered it. Do heard it.
And Do
takes the number. It's like, correct. And Ku's like, you like how it helps? Like, you didn't help. It's like, you know what? Give the man credit, damn it. Give Ku credit.
Why doesn't Do just eat Ku and then we get Dooku?
Dooku.
Yeah. Majin Dooku. Not Count Dooku, Majin Dooku. I was annoyed too when they were like, he stopped mid battle. I want chocolate. I'm like, I want you to get the fuck off my screen is what the fuck I want. That's what I said. Literally, I said that out loud. I want chocolate. I want you to get the fuck off my television screen.
Alrighty, but and for Vegeta, he had to listen to, if he came in with this, he had these muffins, 15 muffins, all that.
The answer was easy. The answer was easy. It was 0.
Yeah.
Because he gave them all away. That was the end of the story.
Yeah, no, he said that the snake was the person that the person's name was. Who did the snake didn't have any.
How many did the snake eat? None, because he gave them all away.
No, Snake was the last person. Because he we thought it was the guy in the beginning. That wasn't him. Because when he's going to give the snake muffins, he didn't have any.
So therefore, the snake had no muffins. He had none, regardless.
He got nothing. So that was them getting, and they got their Dragon Balls. Team Goku has 2.
Team Dooku has 1.
Yep, and that was it.
In effect. By the way, Neva's a dick. For like, he likes to fight too? Let's make it harder. Goku got the easy one. Vegeta almost died like 4 times in that fucking like arc alone.
But that was what happened. Like, cool, I guess.
What would you rate the first half?
3.25.
I'm about 3.25.
Again, the ideas are there. I don't like how some of the characters are written.
It's not.
I like the Majins more than Goku. Like I care about the Majin. Like Ku just happened to be there. Dude's just doing his job. Arons is hot, and Goku's just feel like he learned nothing. Like he reverted his age physically, but he shouldn't be that way mentally either.
He's always been mentally that way. He's just worse now.
Yeah, he got worse. It's like it just sounds like. Yeah.
I'm with you, 3.25.
But yeah, fuck that. Also, real quick before I continue, I forgot about talking about Shangri-La. It was basically Sunraku and Saiger Zero fighting like a rock. Gets some good hits in, and fucking Saiger has an ultimate technique she could do, but she needs to hit 2 of her techniques 5 times each. And while Sunraku has been getting some hits in on the Lycan thing, still not enough to like do any damage. Lycan Rock has the new techniques like sneaking through the shadows type of thing. And it kind of ended with Saiger getting knocked out. So I had to talk about that real quick.
The show that we gave the background to, and that's all the love you gave it.
I'm gonna talk about the awards.
All right.
Yeah. So we got there's more. We gotta keep rolling. All right, now Tower of God. Go ahead.
Oh, because I just finished watching it.
Yeah.
I actually wrote a decent summary of Tower of God. If I'm being frank. Give me a moment. Tower of God. The Tower of God. So episode starts off pretty easy going early on. Basically, Dorsey saves everybody, and the Fug Rankers are being directed by their higher ups to back off and just all right, it is what it is. We lost the battle. Let's move on. And so everyone's saved. Everyone's happy. Everyone has a party. Wegman is back. He's good. He's content. He's happy. And what it does, and we also get Dorsey and Bam going on a date, and that was cute. But the remainder of the episode, basically, that was the entire first half. The other half of the episode focuses on the stories that'll hopefully come in season 3 and beyond. And basically, the main story of season 3 seems to be the next battle, which is the D rank test. And it's called the Hell Train. And it's supposed to be like crazy intense. Like, there's a bunch of teams that go in there and and only like select few like persons, not teams, persons end up surviving by the end of the test. So that seems pretty interesting from that perspective. And then the other thing is going to surround Kasano. Basically, toward the end of the episode, we find out that Tarasuke, Ilmar, basically had his whole devil stolen from him by Kasano. And so now Kasano is a full-on devil. He's got both the left and the right side. So he's a full-on devil. And basically, we find out from Wyrun, who they bring back from the seal, that they'll find him on the train, right? They'll find him on the Hell Train, and that's also important because of the fact that he has. We find out the keys to Emily, and finally the doctor admits that Emily is an ignition weapon, and basically Emily was tricked to consider herself human, but she's not really human. So if she goes crazy on a rampage, then everybody's in fucking deep shit. Like some bad shit's gonna happen. And so we get toward the end of the episode in an after credit. I'm skipping ahead, but the after credit scene kind of ties into this. We see Kasano, and he's with the Traveler. The Traveler stayed with him because he cares about Emily, and he goes with him. And they go to a location and they meet Rahel. So Kasano is in cahoots with Rahel. And that's how the episode ends. And then we get that was again an after credit. And then we get some cute little chibi things at the end. Elsewhere, though, in regards to the rest of the episode, basically in order to seek out Rahel, what's it called? Kun has tasked Novik and Ran with creating a new team. And their new team is them two, the running guy whose name I forgot, and Shishi, right? Saya, if you want to pronounce her name, the former Fug person. They've joined the team now, so it'll be them 4, and their sole objective is to find where the hell Rahel is, so Kun can extract revenge, and Bam can simp over her for a little bit, right? Because it's inevitable. And so what else happened that was worth a damn? We also get some background basically on Karaka, the Fug Slayer. And we see I forget his name too, but basically Kun's trainer as it relates to Fug. And basically they get a little bit of background, and the trainer basically warns Karaka that, Viole, Bam is gonna come after him for all the shit that he did. And we see that he has a ring, the same ring that Wegman has. And we also found out that we see what's her face? What's her name? Yeon Yeon has a particular interest, and before he wakes up, basically Wegman wakes up, she tries to go for the ring. So obviously there's something key with the ring, with the families and so forth and so on. And basically we get the formation of the two other teams, right? Shibisu and his team, they move on, and Dorsey's going to be moving on. They're ahead of them in the tower. So basically Bam, Rak, Kun, Wegman, Hwairan, and Hon, right? Rakpar. They're the initial people that we see basically will be on the team. Whether Blitz, Prince, Yao, Gosang, Ilmar when he wakes up, and Paracule will join them is to be determined. And the episode and the season more or less ends with, before they move on to the Hell Train, Bam asks Kun for a favor, and Kun cuts his hair, and now we get OG Bam look, just older and slightly more mature and a hell of a lot more powerful. And so that's how the season ended. By default, it gets a high rating from me because of the fact that I didn't have much. But I really enjoyed this.
I gave it 3.5.
You gave it a 3.5?
Mm-hmm.
I gave it like a 4.25. I enjoyed this season a lot. Not just, like I said, it ranks high by default, but in general, I thought it was a solid 4.25. It depends. I'll say like 4. If we're taking the entire thing in consideration, I'm gonna say
it's fun. I liked it better than the first part.
Yes.
But again, there were times where it was like, it's okay. Like some episodes like hit and miss to me. But when we got to like capturing Bam and all that, and some of the characters that were like new introduced are okay, like Beta, I kind of didn't give a shit about. I loved Rak though. I love seeing Raccoon and Bam being reunited.
Yeah, the OG character is always the best characters, but all things considered, the way that they've set everything up, I enjoy it. And it gives me.
I'm definitely intrigued for more. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely looking forward to the rest.
Yeah. So, by default, it's going to rank high. Where? Stay tuned to find out. But it would have been in my 10 regardless, I think, nonetheless.
Yeah.
For me. So, 4. We'll say a solid 4. I'll say 4 flat. 4 flat.
All right. I know we have one finale, and I want to do Bleach because I want to stay Orb for last for how good the episode of Orb was.
Oh yeah.
So let's do Bleach.
All right.
Yeah, we got a filthy traitor.
Yeah, dirty traitor.
A dirty traitor. Like, oh no, who didn't see this coming? That's like, yeah, like we do, but come the fuck out. Like now. You do this now. You say this now. You call him out now.
It's inconsequential. It's just
surprise everyone. Ishida didn't really join his Quincy triads, his Quincy clan. Because Hosh was like, "You're a traitor, aren't you?"
Duh, it's Bleach.
I foresee everything. Like they weren't gonna kill Ishida if that was what they were gonna do. If he didn't go back, he was gonna die, and he's not dying. That's what I'm.
Well, I mean, I thought it was intriguing that basically him, like the reason why he needed Hashwell so bad is because he needed somebody to swap powers while he sleeps, so his power is never out of commission. I didn't mind that. I thought that was a cool detail.
That part was fine.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like you're like what do you mean I'm a traitor? Like we can see right through you.
If you're not, kill him.
Yeah, and we get a flashback of why this all started.
He stole the book. He learned the truth.
And it's like, he's not a prophet. He's just a fucking psychopath that wants to kill everyone.
Yeah,
that was it. That was really it.
We knew that already, though. Nothing new.
Yeah, while it's going on, the Quincy's are doing their power boosts. What'd you call it? What's her name? Our kitty. Yeah. What's her name?
Kitty meow.
Our kitty, the cat girl.
Oh,
Yoriichi.
Yeah, Yoriichi.
She hot.
I wanted to pop a squat on my face, please.
I was like, yo, same.
Please pop that squat.
For real.
For real. Pop that pussy all in my face, bitch.
Or for real would.
She got a moose knuckle, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, she did her power up against this one Quincy. I forgot his name. I forgot their names. Too many fucking names.
There's too many names.
Was it not or Askin? Whatever.
Might be Askin, yeah. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, Askin. I was like, oh yeah, well now your spiritual pressure can't kill me. Sure. Sure. And fucking Valkyrie just turned giant. Valkyrie just turned giant.
It's simple. I didn't mind it.
And like he like all of them like over the top. One has like a god species type of thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm big.
Which, by the way, we can fast forward 2 seconds.
Yes.
Why the fuck is it still alive? Why? Matt Sapp, answer me that question. Why the fuck is that bird still alive?
But I don't know. I don't know.
Bro, I swear to God, I was on my couch watching it and I face palmed. I'm like, how? How?
The assholes are insane. But I'm gonna be done. Ichigo and the team, they see Ishida is like, why didn't you tell us that you were gonna be a traitor? Like it has to end with me. I'm in my bloodline, damn it. I gotta do it. It's me. Me. So you guys run, I'll fight Hoshwell. End credits.
And then we get some more bullshit. In the
after credits. Did you like that after credits?
No. The first 30 seconds with the history, they could have put that at the beginning of one of the episodes, and I would have been perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
I didn't need it in the season finale. By the way, there's another question you didn't mention. You didn't mention a detail, and I have a question. Okay. How the hell did Ishida's dad and Ichigo's dad end up in the fucking realm, secretly watching their sons, talking shit about each other's sons, and they're not doing a fucking thing while all of this is happening?
No, we gotta do it for the new generation. We're powerless now compared to them. It's fine.
I fucking roll.
Yeah, I gave it 3.5.
I gave it a 4 just because the action and the animation and the musical composition.
It's like the only things I gave a damn about. The flashback scenes are cool, but these are already developed characters. Like, why are we getting exposition on them now?
This season finale for Bleach dropped it down a space on my list because it's just I think I hit my breaking point with this show, and I'll talk about it more. Just like of how over the fucking top it is out of just pulling shit out of your fucking ass from the deepest part of your rectum, just pulling it out. I'm tired.
Yeah, now you know how I fucking feel.
I'm tired.
You know how I feel. Like, yeah.
I am a broken man.
Now you see my gripes.
I am a broken man.
All right, now we're gonna end with something that's actually fucking good. Orb.
Yes.
Okay.
Got one of our guests in.
We got one of our guests in. Immediately, Novak is still torturing Oxy.
Where the files?
With a file, even splitting the mouth open.
That's bro. He look like Joker now.
Yeah, like why so serious, son?
Why so serious?
Well, Ben is like, torturing me ain't gonna do anything. So the stuff is burned. Why don't you believe me? And Novak just said, "Where is it?" Like he knows you didn't burn it. Stitch him back up, and when he's better, we're gonna stab his eyes. Hey, let's do that right now. So you have 5 seconds until I stab your friend here.
5, 4, 3.
The Betty's like, wait.
2, 1, and
it's in the mountain.
Yeah,
it's in the mountain.
I shall take you to it.
Thank you for your cooperation.
You're gonna die now.
Yep. They're in a jail cell. It's like he showed him. It's like those, and we see Raphael's influence is still strong even after 10 plus years. While Novak's talking to Bandeni about like how much of a genius this guy is, I got to the point where he took it to his grave, like rather kill himself than give this up. And you gave it up though. He didn't. He would die for it. And guess what? He was 12. They're like, what? Like 12.
He's got bigger balls than you ever did, motherfucker.
And it's like the only heretic Novak respects.
Basically,
because he was willing to die for it, and even in death, that inspiration is still alive.
Yeah.
And back then he told Oxy all this. I guess that guy's age. Oh, he's probably straight up. He's 12. Like, what?
Nani?
12? It's like, yep, 12, damn it. Oh, sorry, we should send Chris that link invite.
I did. I sent it in the
We
group.
did. I did, okay.
Okay.
And basically, the guard comes and saying, hey, it's time. They put their thing on to go.
But wait. But they have the files. Now what?
It's a good question, isn't it?
No, well, he says he's like, well, and one critique of this episode is they didn't show how he saved Akasi's work, but he said, yeah, they got all my I burned all my stuff. The stuff that I gave them is the stuff that we based it on, but there is one thing that's out there, and that's your work.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And he's like, I would never, ever, ever give anybody.
Like, I wouldn't care about, but when they see your work, they could learn from it. They could edit. They could like, hey, there's new theories.
He basically politely said, your work is for the work of retards like your kind. In essence,
people could take his work and then fine tune it to actually make it something.
Yeah.
So
and it gives them hope and inspiration.
Yep, and that's again when Raphael died, inspiration.
Yeah.
So they have the punishment. They have ropes around their necks, and they're sentenced to death.
And they have.
And Benedict's like, so, you think we're going to hell? I was like, no.
We're going to heaven.
I think that we're going to heaven. And they look up at the night sky. Oxy, he finally sees what was it, Venus in his full.
Did he see it? Did he see? I don't think he saw it. I didn't get that.
I feel like that's what I got for it. It's like he saw, like that's what he wanted to see for in full swing.
I didn't get that at all, honestly.
No.
Maybe he did, and I didn't catch it, but I don't think he got it.
That's what he did. He said that.
I think they were just like, oh, this is such a beautiful sky. Death.
Yeah, but no, yeah, but we saw like that like golden circle of it. That's what he wanted to see, like with the Venus of it. But he actually saw it in full, and he said that night sky is lovely. And
hang.
Baderi and Oxy are dead.
There's a little detail, by the way, which I loved, that they didn't glorify it or put it like a close up of it, but you can tell with the way that it was drawn is when they broke what's his face, when Badeni got hung and his neck broke, you see blood from his nose. Remember, he wasn't touched the entire time, but you see blood from his nose, which is a great detail when it comes to hanging, I thought. And a lot of times also you don't see those things because of the fact that you have the bag over your head.
You just see the quick spasm and death.
Yeah.
No,
so
no,
I thought it was really minute detail that I was like, oh, period, correct. That's how somebody gets hung. That's what happens.
Yeah, and Nogak's like, burn the bodies. We're not done though.
No, we're not.
Because the next day.
No, not the next day. It was like fucking like
the next transition.
5 days. This transition was 5 days later.
The bishop basically has the Inquisitors and Trade-in question Yolanda. Say, hey, do you know your dad's work? Like, oh no, you never told me. I was like, we're Inquisitors.
She's like, oh, her heart drops.
Yep, and like, yeah, we just gotta talk to you. We just gotta question you.
Yeah. Do you know anything about your friends?
Like, no, I actually don't. I swear. And like, you know what? You're right, because your dad's an Inquisitor. Why would you know anything?
Yeah, it checks out.
The bitch is like, hold on, shut them out then.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's like, you two, come here. You don't got
do your fucking job.
Torture. Like, but she they lie. They lie.
He's possessed by the devil. Kill it.
She's a woman.
She's a woman. How dare she seek to be fucking equal to us men?
Yep.
She doesn't have a dick.
Yep.
Okay, fucking 16.
So it's like 1, she's a female. 2, not a boy, and 3, she's a girl.
Fucking 1600 Andrew Tate, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So they're like, you come with us. What? We're gonna torture you. And he's like, all right, you torture. I ain't doing it. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Rips her tooth out with the pliers.
It had to be the front tooth. Why couldn't it be like the back tooth?
Well, it's like bigger, like ow, more painful.
Yeah, it was. It was like, and I always hate seeing those scenes because the animators do a really good job of like the sound effect. You hear the crunching of the like Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah. And like, all right, you do the next one. And he's hesitant. He's like, I kind of. He's like, all right, like I'll be right back. Let's get the other bit. Let's get the fun thing. Let's just not do the teeth.
What if finale? It was
The
amazing.
Marvel. What if?
Ah, okay.
I didn't watch that yet.
No.
But yeah, one of the guys goes out, tries to go get the thing, but he overhears them like, oh man, we actually got Novak's daughter. So when we kill her, it will ruin his reputation. We'll kick him out. Because like Novak's power got way to his head. It's like, we gotta get rid of him.
Yep.
And the guy's like, "So you, I can't find the thing. Can you do that?"
Okay.
He's like, "I'm getting you out of here."
Why?
It's like, well, like no, like I'm no time to explain. Get on the horse to leave now.
I will explain.
Like, what is faith to you?
I don't know.
What do you say? What was the answer?
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, like it's a lifestyle. I kind of wish they added like 5 more minutes because it's just going to go to the next arc in the next episode. So that's gonna be like the first few minutes.
So we don't know what the fuck happens to her. We don't see.
No, you're gonna see it. I kind of wish they added it in that episode instead of making like the beginning of the next episode.
I would have liked to have seen like how Novak thought, like and start him planning things like that.
Is that we'll get it? I just kind of want the next episode go right into the next arc, but it's not going to right yet. They're gonna wait like halfway through probably. But overall though, there's like no core to it. If it's gonna be the same OP, it's gonna keep on going. I gave it right now. It's like 4.5.
I've got it at 4 3/4.
Yeah, it's about 4 3/4 right now. I like it like that.
This would have been top 5 easy.
Oh yeah. I even told Starman that like this finished like if it started in summer and ended here, it'd be top 5 of my year.
Top 5 for the year.
Yeah, for me. But
I've got it. If I were to grade it right now, right now, I'd have put it at 14
for the year.
For the year, if we stopped right now.
Okay. All right, and now without further ado, let's get our friends in because it's time for staff awards.
And one isn't here.
One isn't here yet, and we have Chris and Starman. No. Give it up for them.
Momentarily, he went to go pee.
Yeah, he went to go pee.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe he went to go get a drink. Who knows? He's on vacation.
But our waiter, Chris.
Don't you have little clapping sounds on your board? Make a clapping sound for him.
I don't have clapping sounds.
You could just record you and your significant other getting in clapping sounds. There we go.
Yeah, but no, we gotta do the happy birthday song. The random. I don't want to ask for it. Chris, you're on the air.
Hey there.
What's up?
Nothing much. I was looking for an old anime series that I've been trying to check out. I thought I found it. Couldn't find it.
You have time to watch an old anime series on top of the 50 anime you watch?
Yeah.
How many more do you have left that are still airing?
You mean continuals?
Yeah.
Let's find out because I already have that written down.
Oh my god.
I have 8.
You have 8.
8.
Yep.
My fucking god.
I have 4.
I have the power.
You have the power. Sure. I'll pretend to believe you. Keyword pretend.
Good.
But no, we got a lot to cover. It's gonna be fun. Some awards, and whenever Starman gets here, we will get to that. But so Chris, what did you think of the season so far? What did you think of the fall? How was it for you?
It was pretty good. A lot of new stuff that I was interested. Continuations of the old shit that was pretty good. Good finales all around.
That's a lie. I got plenty of finales to bitch about.
Well, that's because you pick out not great shows.
I don't
You
think
didn't watch it. Okay, I can't say anything for Dan to Dan because of the fucking stupid ass cliffhanger we got.
Yeah, I was saying no. Like I said, it was the Blue Lock for the weekend, but
Oh
it
yeah,
was
it
not.
was
It was
Blue
another
Lock,
show.
fucking Sengoku Yoko,
yeah.
personal fit. Let's see what else. Fucking Mega Lumiere was pretty good.
Your Grieving Soul, probably.
Yeah, my Grieving Souls.
You
Who's got
what?
the echo?
What?
Who has an echo?
Who has an echo?
The thing is,
Yeah,
you, bro.
I hear
I
an
hear
echo.
it from you.
You hear from me? Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's either you or Starman.
Because I can hear it. I can hear like you guys talking.
Let's do this. Talk.
Hello? It's gone. It was Starman.
All right.
Okay. Well, what was that? I said leave it removed. Wait till he comes
Oh,
back.
he's on his way back.
There he is.
He's running. Hey!
Hey!
What's happening?
Fashionably late. How you doing?
Hey man, you can be fashion late when you got that shit on, you know.
As I said,
Taking
it's
a
cool.
pot.
We're okay with
Yeah. Oh snap! Look at Chris, not sitting 30 feet away from the camera this time.
it. But no, we're happy to have you.
How are you, Chris?
I'm doing good. How are you, man?
That's good. I'm great, man. I'm doing great.
It's so weird. We're not having his like quality like $300 mic on him.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I mean, bro, I got this $400 headset, so I mean, hopefully I sound good on it.
You sound passable. I wouldn't say you sound great.
What this?
Yeah, you sound like we playing video games.
Oh, no, that's good then. You know, I mean, yeah.
But gentlemen, are you ready to give out some cakes, some food, some drinks?
I am.
As I'm ever gonna be.
Alrighty, we're gonna start as always with our Christmas cake, the thing nobody wants, our most disappointing. What was your disappointing of the season, Chris?
Oh, that would be Demon Lord 2099. I was fully on board for a fantasy Demon Lord going around causing fucking hate, mayhem, getting chrome and killing anyone he can see. But then we got streamer at the end of episode 2, and I immediately dropped that shit. You finished it, right, Starman? Does it move on from the streamer shit?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was enjoying the streamer shit, but then sometime around episode 10, he goes to fucking high school, and I'm like, why? Why is he going to high school? I was like, no. Around episode 10, like 9, 10, he ends up needing to go to a dungeon that is below the high school. So he ends up enrolling in a high school so he can go to this dungeon, and he has to do high school stuff, and it immediately turns to that anime where the transfer student is OP'd as hell and can defeat the snooty patootie rich guy in school who wants to sun everybody. And then from there we just get cliche after cliche after cliche. You know, old girl with the white hair, she's his biggest cheerleader, and all the teachers love him because he's polite and he's I'm like, bro, you're 1,000 years old. Like at that, like the high school stuff kind of lost it for me. I wouldn't say it's my most disappointing, but once they went to high school, it really lost all the points that I was gonna give it.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't keep up with it.
A rare Chris drop, ladies and gentlemen.
Rare Chris drop.
I had like 4 drops this season.
Ooh.
4. Okay.
Only down to 32.
But Star, what was your disappointment?
my most disappointing was Delico's Nursery.
Really?
Yeah, man, I love the animation. Like, the animation is gorgeous. That's getting an award later, spoiler, but it's that's all it had. That's really not. I don't feel bad spoiling it. I love how it looked, but it I get it, but it was too literal. It was literally about a nursery. It was literally. I'm thinking this vampire hunt. What they have is really gonna be meaningful, and the story just shifts, and nothing really gets resolved. It's just a bunch of badass vampire kids. And a bunch of dads who are nobles who don't raise their kids, having to raise their kids and realizing, oh shit, This is why we let the help do it, because these kids bad as hell and we don't feel like dealing with it. And on top of doing this, Delico, only reason he wants to even have this nursery is because his wife was killed. Um, his wife was killed, and her dying wish was for him to take care of the kids. She didn't mean that shit like literal, like nigga, I need you to breastfeed them. It was like, bro, just make sure the kid's good. And he just get out here and then he gonna tell like he's the most noble vampire in all of vampirehood. Like he comes from a super prestigious family. So, everybody ends up turning the detective agency into a nursery. And 12 episodes wasn't enough to get into the characters of the children, the adults, the backstory with the villains, and the true whole point of this entire series. Just 13 episodes wasn't enough. It disappointed me.
Ethan?
I mean, I had a lot of disappointments in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things,
But also, guys, for reviewers, I'll be posting the live covers. I'll be posting live winners on the Otalku Cafe Facebook page as we do this. So, if you want to know, if you didn't watch it, you can see our post of who the winners are. They will be right there. All right, go ahead.
indeed. My biggest disappointment is how I ended up at all guys mixer. Started out great, and it had its moments, but the show lost me when it focused on the most feckless fucking guy I've seen in a romance-esque anime in such a long time. He is more feckless than any of the other characters I've ever complained about being feckless. Fucking Hagi. Hagi is the fucking worst character. We had a worst character of the season. We changed that, did we not?
What?
It's for annual worst anime, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. If we had a worst character of the season, it would go to Hagi. Because Hagi is just stupid, feckless, doesn't ultimate fucking virgin. And they focus so much on him and Kohaku. And Kohaku's just as silly as well from that perspective. I didn't really enjoy her. She was just the cutest, I think, out of the three. And the main part that pissed me off about the show is there was no fucking progress. You had 12 episodes. You had 12 episodes. You were a week behind. And in the end, when it was all said and done, none of the three couples, 6 people, there was no tangible progress in terms of being in an actual relationship. And that shit was just blah. All that for blah.
All that for blah.
Yeah.
He's at an odd angle there.
Yeah, you're at an odd angle, Star.
You good?
When you drink too much, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you look like. Yep. Or that's what everything looks like to you, I should say.
All right. Is that it for you?
Yeah. Okay.
Mine is, of course, Uzumaki. I really, really wanted to like this. It had probably one of the best premieres. And then everything, quality, how rushed, poorly paced, it all just went away. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Do not animate Yuji Ito's work. It does not go over well. I thought this would break the curse.
Psych.
But it didn't. Yep, it went JK. And I'm just like, what are we doing here?
Couldn't tell you, buddy.
You're here to suffer.
I am here to suffer.
In all the wrong ways.
But yeah, that is my disappointment. So now, let us go drink some bubble tea for our best surprise. That's something we didn't expect to be good, or we didn't really pick up. Something that exceeded our expectations. So, Chris, what is yours?
You're gonna be hearing about this show a lot from me tonight. I promise you that. Mag Lumiere Limited Corporation. I did not expect. It first wasn't even on my radar because who cares? It's magical girl show. But then I heard the premise: magical girls in a corporation doing business shit, and the animation was fucking good. I was all on board. I'm fucking all down for this show, and I can't wait for the next season.
Okay, all right. Starman. Yep.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Got it.
Yo.
There it
Yep.
goes.
There he goes.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Okay. So you said biggest surprise?
Yep.
Yes.
Biggest surprise for me was Orb. I didn't know nothing about it, but once I started watching it, I was like, yo, because I didn't start Orb till how many episodes of Orb were out when I started watching it? I think I didn't
Probably
jump into
four.
Orb to like at least about 4 or 5. Like I
Same.
was, like I think I was way far behind. Um,
I jumped in
but
at 4.
then but when I jumped in, it was like I just kept constantly going and going and going and going and going and going, and I was like, okay, this is pretty awesome. Like I'm really rocking with this show. I didn't expect nothing nothing of like what it was. If you would have told me the premise, I'd have been like, okay. But then once things started rolling, man, it was like a pleasant surprise. I really appreciated that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was my biggest surprise was Orb, man. Like that was a sleeper. That's a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan, what's yours?
Blue Box. Similar to Sean there, I didn't pick up Blue Box until we were about 3 or 4 episodes in. The hype of the community drove me to do it. The hype from you guys, all of you guys talking about Blue Box and how incredible it was, drove me to it. And the fact that when I first read the description, I'm like, oh, it has to do with sports, and I don't like sports anime as an avid real life sports viewer. I think that no sports anime does the actual product of the sport in real life any real justice. I still feel that way, but the story itself encompasses far more than just the sports aspect of it. And the way that they do incorporate the sports aspect is really, really well done in comparison to the overarching story of the series. And so Blue Box is one of those where like I would always watch Orb, right? Because I knew Orb was going to make me feel a certain type of way, like have negative thoughts about shit because it was going to leave me like, wow, what the fuck? Like, yo, that's fucked up. That's disgusting with the torture. And then I would watch Blue Box afterwards to make me feel good, right? And it would be like, all right, this is so wholesome. It's nice. It's cute. It's all type shit. And it would make me feel good and help me move on with the rest of my viewing that day. So, Blue Box is one of my favorites. Easy if I could count it. Easy top 5. Same with Orb, as I said previously before the boys made the air. Easy top 5s if I could have put them in there. So
Mine is also Orb. Um, didn't know anything about it. Didn't expect to pick it up, and then Chris told me about it. Oh yeah, tell me that it was kind of like Vinland Saga, and it's animated by Madhouse, who also did Frieren. So that was like all right, that's a double whammy right there. And it became one of my favorites. So I loved it for that. So yeah, Orb is my surprise as well. All right, next one. I think this one might be a default, except for one person, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna have some miso soup for best opening theme. Chris.
Oh, yeah. We're going with Otanoke by Creepy Nuts.
Yep. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, I fucking love this song. All the fucking rap. This song was made as a oh, fucking homage to the creator of Don Don. I don't know how many of you have listened to the full song and checked out the lyrics, but they reference a lot of his stuff, or they reference like a bunch of his inspirations. They reference Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, because he also worked on Chainsaw Man. They reference One Piece, Naruto. Um, they reference what gave him the idea to make this. Because in an interview he wrote that he just couldn't make a hit shonen like all of his everyone he looked up to, and then after watching the comedy horror movie. Ring Girl versus Grudge Girl, he got the idea to make this show or make this series, and it's so good, and it's got a good beat.
Starman?
Same.
Same.
Same. Yeah, it's just like that's all I get. Yeah, he didn't kind of summed it up, but the same.
Yeah, it's just amazing. All right, so even what's yours? What's yours for the being the minority?
For the one who didn't watch Thunderdon. It was a hard choice, if I'm being honest. For me, I ended up going with Trillion Game. And the reason why is it's got like hip hop, electronic type vibe. Those are obviously some of my favorite genres. If you're not gonna give me a ballad, you're gonna give me something like upbeat. I like the cheery shit, don't get me wrong, but like when it comes to like anything that's like anything EDM related, anything hip hop related, and not even anything hip hop related, because I don't like the way the Japanese do hip hop a lot of times. But this, I don't know, it's just something about this shit. Like you could just rock that shit, right? You could just, I could literally see myself cruising on the turnpike, listening to the Trillion Game theme song. So I ended up going with that.
All right, very good. Now let's get some edamame for best ending theme. What is your best ending theme? The BD.
This is for a show that no one else here but me watched. It's for Loner Life in Another World. Hello to Goodbye by Kujirachi. Uh, it it was a nice, slow, simple song. It wasn't anything like special about it. Uh, it just was nice to listen to after like the show ended or at the end of the show.
Okay. All right. So that explains where when I gave you this when you gave me your show list. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So now it makes that explains everything.
Yeah, I got a lot of my like shows that nobody else watches in this.
All right, Star. What's your ED?
My favorite ED honestly made there was no particular song that stood out, but I really like the end credit animation, and the song just kind of really fit well with what they were trying to do. It was Nana Wara Tanonen by Yoshino. That was the Yakuza Fiance
Yes,
closing theme.
yes, I knew you'd go with it. Yes, thank you.
I don't like the
Yes,
visuals.
I
I
knew it.
don't
I'm
like
like
the visuals for that
it's
song.
mine too. And
But, you know,
when I picked it, I'm like, yo, if this doesn't end up being stars, I gotta like, yeah, what the fuck he was listening to.
Oh, wow, that's what's up, man. Like you know me so well. You know me so well. I picked that one.
Bro, I picked it too, and I will say the reason why I picked it in particular is literally again, as Star mentioned with the ending theme animation, it was like burlesque esque, right? And I thought it was very unique. It had like upbeat jazz type flow with it, and I appreciated it very much. Like even with the scenery, like you see her, like she's basically in like a burlesque dress, doing some really like kind of what's it called seductive like thing by lifting it up a little bit, and then they'll get doing a little bit of dancing, and it fits the motif of the show. And I thought, like, I think out of all the EDs, there might have been better songs, but in terms of fitting the motif and then pairing that with the way that they presented it, I thought that was clear for me, in my opinion, even though it was a little harder.
um, Mine is a similar reason, but not that show since I didn't watch it. EDs like didn't hit for me, but I think one I kind of enjoy, especially with the theme, was Rama.
Yeah.
Like if like even like when you actually listen to like the when you actually like read the lyrics of the song, it's a fucking Tsundere song with Akane about feelings about Rama. That's really what it is.
I like
It's
the
all
Rama
Rama.
OP.
Now, that was good too. They were both fun.
Yeah, I like the Ram OP.
But let's say if we didn't have fucking Dan Dan, I probably would have Orb or Rama as my OP. But ED, no, Rama was cute. It was nice. It fit the theme for everything, and like it fit the character's personality with how it was animated.
Okay, what I will say is I need to add on to that, because I think this may tie into some of y'all news about Netflix past Crunchyroll is America's favorite go-to site for anime, which is insane,
Ugh.
but it's Netflix. It's insane. I put a report in the chat, but the crazy thing about it is, if anybody at Netflix is watching, what I need them to do is a lot of times the EP really be dope, really be rocking. I need y'all to give me an option to skip the EP. I don't want the little 10-second countdown before the next episode. Like, no, I need the EP to rock. Like, default the ED needs to play, and if I want to skip it, I
Yeah,
need to hit
yeah.
skip.
Once it's over, then you could do next episode.
Yeah, it's I don't. That's the only thing. That's the biggest thing that bothers me because with the OP, it plays and you have the option to skip it. With the
Yeah.
ED, they automatically like, all right, if there's another episode, they're like, "Shh, we're giving you
Or it's
5 seconds before it's over with."
Yeah, it should give you the option to
or
just
like
skip it
15 seconds
immediately or
free
don't.
preview. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
they
because
give you the skip option with like maybe like 20 or 30 seconds to go in the ED left.
yeah, towards the end. That's how they used to do it. They used to you didn't get that pop up to the end. Now it's with everybody binge and everything. As soon as the episode go off, they're like, all right, bro, you got 10 seconds. We're gonna go to the next episode.
Hey, you got a guess. What up?
What up? All right.
What up?
So Starman, since you're a barista, what are you gonna brew for us for our next award, which is best adaptation? Something that's been adapted from manga, light novel, web novel, video game. What do you got brewing?
Crickets.
I mean, I have one. Do you have one, Chris? I have one.
He's the waiter. He's the server. He serves it. But what are you making for us to serve?
What are you cooking?
Mm.
What are you brewing? All right, so we'll just say it's a cold brew coffee. Let's do a cold brew coffee.
Cold brew coffee.
Yeah, best adaptation.
I'm
So
going
Chris,
with Blue
what's your
Box on
adaptation?
this one. I'm going with Blue Box on this one. It was
Box?
so
Okay.
good seeing. Yeah, it would have been Dan, but like there was kind of two issues I had with the anime adaptation that I couldn't like overlook. The first was them skipping over the jump scene for the ballerina girl, or for the flashback with the acrobat Silky, and the second was changing uh the one alien's ship from the Millennium Falcon into just something like nothing, just a regular UFO.
I'm pretty sure that was a lawsuit reason. I'm pretty sure legally that was an expensive reason.
It was fine, whatever. But yeah, I fucking love seeing like Blue Box brought to the screen. It was beautiful just seeing just this series I've been reading and enjoying
Okay.
there.
Alrighty. But what about you, Star?
Ranma, one half.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, no. I've seen the original. Never read the manga, but I've seen the original anime. In the original anime, we didn't get the shampoo till I think episode 19, maybe episode 20 something. For us to get shampoo in like episode like 10, it's like, oh shit, they're condensing a lot of filler. They're really like just
They can focus on the
um
meat of the matter.
yeah. I mean, because back then you had to milk it. You're just like, bro, we're gonna make this 200 episodes. Like they're gonna milk it. Um, so I really do appreciate them. I kind of knew after watching Spice and Wolf that okay, you mean in Cour one, Cour two, we got season one, season two, like in the same, in back to back course, not even seasons. So Rama, they're gonna do the exact same thing. So I know pretty much everything that's gonna happen. So now that I've had a chance to see it, I can kind of tell you guys, Rama is going to have 50 episodes and it's done. Rama will not. The new Rama will not be more than 50 episodes. It's gonna hit 50 episodes
So
and be a
it's like
wrap.
that other one, Urasume, something like that, the alien girl one. That reboot.
Hmm.
That was
Oh
also
yeah.
that
Ureshi,
was also a 224.
Yuri Yashuri. Yeah. It's gonna be something like that. Like yeah. This one is gonna be 50 episodes. I think you probably get 50 episodes because um
Yeah. That's
yeah.
it.
They wrapped a lot up in those 12 little episodes that they put out. I was like, oh man, this is like this is damn near 30 episodes y'all done wrapped up in 12. Okay, this is different.
Right. All right. I'm still looking forward to it. Ethan, what was your adaptation?
Well, y'all know me, I'm not a manga reader, but I went with the community on this and I didn't hear any negatives about the way that Orb was adapted. So, Matt, I think you are also in tune with this community, and one of the reasons why I asked you, like, what do you think? Is this going to pop up? Like the way you gauge certain things to me helped me make that determination. So I went with the community, and I haven't heard a negative thing about the adaptation of Orb, and Orb was absolutely one of my favorites of the season. So I went with Orb.
Yeah, mine is over as well since I fucking binge read it during Thanksgiving week. So like, I need to know. I can't wait. So I did that and finishing it on like Thanksgiving Day. I was like, all right, this is great. I can't wait to see how they do the rest because like, yep, they're gonna cover all of this and the whole season's gonna cover the whole manga. I can't wait. I really liked it because I hardly binge read a manga. Like I will just take my time, but this one's just like I need to keep going. I got so.
Was it because it obviously was the impetus was that you saw the show, but was it because as you were reading it, you were that hooked?
Yeah. I was just intrigued by like the dialogue and everything, and like with how it ends. Like, okay, I need to know what's next. So that was why I did it for that reason. Now let's do a nice caramel macchiato, and this one's gonna be best original anime. It's like something that was the original, no manga, no nothing, just made for the anime. Chris,
I'm gonna be going with Mecha Ude Mechanical Arms for one fucking reason. It reminded me so much, even though it's not made by them. It reminded me of so much of Trigger series with their like crazy animation and comedy mode, like how they did their comedy. It was just like what I've missed for like the last while, because like what was the last Trigger? Well, but like Trigger original anime, like
okay,
Kill la Kill and something like and Gurren Lagann.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it was original. Shit.
Did you watch it?
No.
No. Yeah, it was original.
I know our editor watched it, so.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Hello, Ra. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
If you love anime, you're in the right place. And if you want to get interested in anime, you're also in the right place.
Yep.
In the very great place.
All right, Starman, what was your best original?
Man, I didn't have one. I tried to look, and I could not find a single series that I actually watched this season that was not an adaptation. I was looking to trying to find out like, yo, it's like what is it? And then everything that I thought was an original had a manga.
Damn. All right, so we'll leave you as a NA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't have a lot of originals. I think it's like 3, maybe 4.
What I will say is, I think Delico's Nursery was based on the play, not a manga. But I could be wrong about that.
Let me look for this Deductions Nursery.
Never mind. It's loosely based off of another manga. Anyway, yeah, bro, I didn't have one. I searched and I couldn't find one this season.
Yeah, that's fair. Ethan?
0, none, zilch, not applicable.
Yeah, none either.
You said I didn't. I asked you last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did.
You were like, you didn't watch any. I was like, okay, easy, not applicable.
Yep. All right, so yeah, it's just me and Chris then. Mine was God F Season 2. Trusting the Yoko Taro vision, as Chris called it, and saying, I will never trust it again. And I said, yeah, we will, Chris. Chris, we will.
We definitely will. But
we keep coming back. We shouldn't. But this is also the same guy that made Nier Automata, so we kind of have to.
Yeah, but we were denied the sex scene.
We were denied the sex scenes. Why were we? We don't know. We've been robbed.
No, the producer said 9S wouldn't do that.
Like he totally would. Like who are you kidding?
I'm sorry. What?
Yoko Taro wanted a sex scene between 2B and 9S in the anime. The producer said no, 9S wouldn't do that. He's a good boy.
Boo.
9S would totally do that. He was so thirsty.
Bro, 9S would have licked the fucking sweat off her ass crack. Fuck yes.
I don't even think. Let me stop.
Yeah. Don't give him. Don't let him go
I'm
on.
not gonna let the intrusive thoughts win.
Bro,
Have you
it's
seen
not.
the movie Ex Machina?
I've only seen like a
Yes, I
couple.
have.
Like, I've only
All
seen a
right,
couple.
then Matt gets it.
See Ex Machina.
See Ex Machina, the movie. Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, the pop
I'm
shot
not
is
saying it's
nothing.
right. You give him a few things, chasing a dream. Where's my fake hand?
Bro, the pop shot is nothing but oil. It's oil all over. There you go.
Hey Matt, what's next?
He just took it to an extreme. Like,
I was trying to transition us to. I was like, "Is this a transition? Can we transition into our
let's
first?"
get some udons for best soundtrack, best musical insert songs, all that jazz. Chris, what do you got?
I can't give this show a lot. I really can't. But fucking Bleach still has a great fucking soundtrack. Because they keep using the same shit they've been using since it first aired.
It's remastered though, so it is unique. It's pretty good.
Ah.
Yeah, that's why I can't give it any fault, because it's still the same good soundtrack.
He's like, it's not fair.
2006.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Why fix what's not broken?
remastered greatest hits, man.
Dun 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 dun. I miss that song. Like I don't like the way they remix. That's one that I was like, it's not as good as the original. Like the original fight song when they're like dun dun dun, you had to hit the fucking like ultimate move.
I wanted, like, the only thing that's missing is like they don't have the Spanish guitars from the Arankar season. When Grimjaw popped up, I should have heard the whistle. Doo, 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 doo. I didn't hear that, and I was disappointed. But I agree with Chris. That's the same choice I have. Bleach doing this remastered soundtrack. It's just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll with this.
Fair.
All right, Starman, what you got?
Bleach, man. I'm with Chris, bro. Like, nobody else soundtrack made an impression on me, but Bleach, they made me feel how I felt like when I was 26 watching Bleach. So it's like, oh man, y'all brought the feelings back with these songs. No one else was really like Dan for like having the type of OP that they have. You would think that the soundtrack would be more in line with the opening theme, but the opening theme is such an outlier to the soundtrack they use. Um, Orb soundtrack really matches the theme that they have, but they don't have a particular song that I can identify that I'm like, yo, I want to hear that on the record, you know. And other than that, it's like, um, I don't know. Everybody else soundtrack tried to blend to the background. Now Rama wouldn't have. I give them really props because their soundtrack is very reminiscent of the old one. So for them, the original, so for them to like reinvent that and really have these very quirky, you're not gonna get a soundtrack like that. That soundtrack was made purely for the scenes. Like, it's very a slapstick like soundtrack. It's meant for the scenes that you get. It's and it kind of blends with it. But there are no particular songs that like you hear the song and you like, I could listen to that on the playlist. And I think Bleach is the only one that did that.
See, I don't. I'll transition to mine. I don't look at soundtrack as stuff that I listen on a playlist. I look at soundtrack, to your point, Starman. I'm like, how does it integrate to the overall feeling that the show gives you or that it's trying to convey? And so Bleach does a tremendous job of doing that. I had Orb as my number 2 actually because it does give you more impetus to the scene, more drama, more feelings, more like more thrilling like feelings when you watch it. But with the finale, my number 1 that I gave for soundtrack was Whisper Me a Love Song. Because at the end of the day, when you look at the last little bit of, and especially if you want to go back the last half of the series, the songs that they're writing convey their feelings, right? And Star, you should know this as an artist. There are things that you can't verbalize in real life, but you can verbalize through art, right? Whether it be literal picture art or whether it be musical art, you can convey those feelings. And so, how can a soundtrack of the season not be a show that is making that a clear motif in the series, where the girls are basically conveying their feelings through music, through art? So I went with "Whisper Me a Love Song" for that.
I went with ReZero season 3. It definitely fit the mood. Like when you had like Super Junior speech, you got that inspiration of hope in there. When you got the urgency, you got that in the background. We got a nice intro song in there. I like the music. It fit. So they usually do, because I really liked the season 2 part 2 soundtrack a lot. That was so good. So you know they did it again. It did a nice job fitting with the elements of everything that happened. So yeah, that's why for me it's ReZero.
Awesome.
It's fair.
All right, now it's time for our genres.
See, I was hoping when we were talking about all the sexual shit, you were going to transition into the ecchi first.
That is what I'm doing next.
So you fucked it up. You could have done ecchi, then gone back and done soundtrack, then kept on going because it was a seamless transition talking about 9S fucking and going into ecchi.
That would have been a dope transition. I gotta give Ethan points.
Yeah,
I do give Ethan points for Ethan. You should okay.
It's not.
I was trying to go like how like in order like
Yeah, get you away from it. Yeah, because Ethan.
I'm along for the ride. That's all. Matt drives. I'm just here to navigate in certain ways. I tell him to go right, and there's just nothing but a fence. But I'll tell him to go right anyway. Sometimes the son of a bitch will.
Yeah, let's have some exotic cake for the ecchi fan service. Chris, what do you have?
I got myself some 2.5D seduction. It was I didn't really have much to choose from this series, but like if I'm gonna go with something, I'm gonna go with the sexy cosplay.
That's fair.
Legit.
Yep. All right, Starman, what do you got?
Oh, a fairy tale. 100-year quest. Lucy, man. Anytime Lucy can stunt on these hoes, Lucy gonna stunt on these hoes. Once I saw Snake Lucy, it was a wrap. Once I saw Snake Lucy, it was a wrap. That's it, bro. I saw Snake Lucy and I was like, oh yeah, bro, this is winning. No, it was the episode. No, what it was the episode where Gray ate Juvia and had to spit it, bro. That episode was so raunchy. That episode was so raunchy. I was like, oh, y'all nasty. Like, y'all on some freaky stuff. And then Lucy up here talking about how she be trying to honeypot Natsu. And I'm like, oh, y'all really letting it fly this season. But that particular episode, but I was like, when Grace spit out Lucy, I was like, oh, y'all nasty. Like, she was in his mouth, like, naked. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is this y'all got me watching? Oh, but yeah, absolutely, fairy tale.
Takes devour.
Bro, Juvia, bro. Juvia is a trip, man. Yo, Juvia is a scene stiller. Juvia is a scene stiller, man. I'm telling you. So yeah, absolutely fairy tale, without a shadow of a doubt, man. Yeah. And then I don't know, man. Gray, no, they were doing like they were doing like foreplay, like Urza. It was like in the woods, like with Gajia naked. They like
You mean
they were doing all.
Mind you, this is a show about friendship.
What's his fucking face? Jalal. You're thinking of
Jalal, yes, Jalal. Oh man, that was it.
Oh, they went in.
All right,
They went in.
What's your ecchi fan service?
I didn't watch too many. I would have given it to Ranma, despite the fact they didn't have no nipples. But I went with Yakuza Fiance because at least even if it was censored, they showed intimate scenes. They showed them like, you know, trying to fuck around and things like that. Specifically with Kirishima being a hoe ass motherfucker. So
a hoe ass motherfucker.
Yeah, Kirishima is a whole hoe. But it's, you know, I just went with that because of those scenes and then just the overall seductiveness of the other girls. So yeah. I went with that. I didn't watch too many actual ecchis. Ranma actually had full nudity, minus again no nips, but you know the suggestive sexual prowess of the characters. I went with Yakuza.
Lucy sat on Natsu's face in public.
Well,
In public.
Like, that's it. Like she sat on his face.
She sat like
I'm changing by the fairy tale. Fuck that.
Because that episode, she had just a towel on. She was small. Then when she grew big, butt naked, fresh out the bath, fell right on Natsu's face. And I'm like, yo, y'all just letting it fly in this fan service episode.
John, I just want you to know that I checked the viewers and I had one viewer that popped in. I literally watched it on my name. And you said, bro, she sat on his face in public. And that viewer left. I just want you to know.
It's like, I'm gone. I mean, you were talking about like no nipples and shit.
I don't know how long they were there for, but as soon as they said, yo, sat in his face in public, bye. Matt, what was yours?
I did Seduction last season, so this season I'm doing Ranma. I mean, They fine. They is fine. Even though there's no nips, they fine.
Rama got curves, bro.
Shampoo got curves.
No nips, no communism. What are we even watching this for?
I came for that. I came for that fan service. Damn
Came
it.
for the plot. The plot.
The plot.
There's no thighs. What are we talking about?
Oh, just wait till the beach episode.
Mm.
All right, now let's do the deep fried Twinkie, aka sci-fi. Chris, what was your sci-fi, if you had any?
My sci-fi is Maggie Lumiere. For the simple fact is, the magic isn't really magic. It's magic, but they gotta do all this like technical. They gotta create the magic. They gotta test it out in like manner of minutes in order for magical girls in order to defeat the monsters. Yeah, that's what I'm giving it to.
Star, did you have any?
Sci-fi, yeah. I don't know if this is gonna be allowed, but I'm giving it to Shangri-La Frontier. Cause
Yeah, that counts.
I mean,
they did have a mecha here.
had a mech episode in this season. I was like, season 2, we
Not
get
even
mech.
one episode. It's like
3. They did a whole mini new game arc that pissed off half of the fan base, but I thought it was legit.
What?
You were pissed by the mech arc too.
It's just no, it didn't need to be that long.
I mean, no, the mech art, it showed me insight into how Son Raku is like really this gamer. It wasn't just limited to. My only thing was like, bro, I want to see a meal. Can we get back to the cute bunny in this game? Like, y'all really doing some cool shit.
Bunny,
like,
not this.
like, okay. But I did appreciate how the animators really did. You know, they really did get into. They animated it well. It didn't look out of sorts. It looked like a completely different anime, and that's what I appreciated.
Ethan?
I'm going with the show that actually had legitimate science in it. Orb. That's legit science.
That's not sci-fi.
How is that not sci-fi? It has legit science.
Fiction. Yes, but that's not science fiction.
It's not sci-fi, bro.
Based on science reality.
That's not science fiction.
Astronomy is a part of science.
It's not.
No, bro.
No, it's not science fiction.
It's not a sci. It's a drama. That's it.
Bro, there is not a piece of technology in that entire show. Like, they don't need to use telescopes. They still using their eyes, bro. Ain't no Starship Enterprise.
They're still doing calculations. They're still doing math. To me, that's science.
No, that doesn't count.
That's not Star Trek, bro. That's not Star Wars. That's like.
Do I have any science fiction then?
Yep, Gun Gale. That's it.
Fuck that.
Gun Gale is science fiction, bro. Give it to Gun Gale.
It's a video game.
That's science fiction. Yeah. I went with a video game. You talking about a VR video game that doesn't exist?
That's not science.
Bro, this is from the same world. People played that game, got trapped in it for a year, and died if they died in the game.
No, it's the same universe, not the same world.
No, it's the same universe as SAO. So yes, this is science fiction.
I don't want to give it to Gun Gale.
You can't give it to Orb. It's not.
I'm so adamant about the show that has legit science with astronomy. It should count for science.
He's so literal. He's like, bro, it's science and it's fiction.
That's why I always give it to fucking Dr. Stone. Do I think Dr. Stone is the best sci-fi that I'll watch in a season? Most times.
No, Dr. Stone is science fiction because. That's why you was giving it to Dr. Stone this entire time.
Because it's literal science.
Yeah, that's why you're giving it to him. But the reason that Dr. Stone fits is because it's a post-apocalyptic world.
I don't give a fuck about that. I care about the fact that they're making fucking cell phones out of rocks. That's why I care about it.
The biggest surprise of the season.
Bro, I'm mad I don't have my board, bro. I want a sound effect so bad. Matt hit me with a sound effect. Oh my god.
Yeah, have Anya.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's your Anya moment.
Are you seriously gonna change it?
Kachika, bro.
Are you seriously gonna change it to Gun Gale? Because I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of.
where did I have it on my? Hold on, let me go back to my real quick for shits and giggles under sci-fi. What did I rate it for the year? I rated it number 1 for the fucking year.
Bro, hold on. See, we look. There is no technology that exists in orb that we have not created and surpassed. There is no
Actually, no,
what
there is telescopes. What's his face uses a telescope? The
we
what's it called?
we surpassed the technology. I feel like, bro, Ethan. I'm just saying, if it's science fiction, like Doctor Stone, all the technology, bro. The work
Yeah,
agreeing. They have.
there's no aliens. There's no.
Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, it got to be just something like outer worldly, like insane technology that we don't have humanly possible at this point.
Can I say
like,
Tower of God?
like the Gundams.
Can I give it the Tower of God?
It's not a sci-fi.
They got the little things, the little orbs that count as cell phones.
Bro, you use AnyList and MAL, bro. Do they designate a tag for
No,
sci-fi
I
beside
literally
it?
saw astronomy equals science. Science in science fiction equals orb. That's literally my deduction. That was one of the first awards I gave.
Hold on, I am going to give you stuff that is for science fiction.
Please, because clearly I'm fucking in.
You are, yes, but
I'm near the black hole of the universe compared to where the fuck you guys are at.
yeah, we have Gun Gale, Demon Lore 2029, and the show Chris.
That was my second choice.
All right, well, fuck. All right, fine. If you want to switch to the Gun Gale,
Can't kill 2029.
Gun Gale Online. That's the only awarded one.
Yeah, and if I can't give mine to Shangri-La Frontier, originally I was gonna give it to 2099 because it was
Well,
magic, then it turned to technology. But
do you want the Demon Lord, or you're gonna keep to Shangri-La?
oh, Shangri-La stays. I'm keeping it because I much prefer that show to 2099. 29 it's my most disappointing. It doesn't need any more awards.
With that, Gun Gale Online. All right, fine. Move on.
Yeah, Shangri-La, because I didn't have a sci-fi. Still,
I got boo boo face right now. Thanks, Matt. You give me boo boo face.
you boo boo job face.
Egg on your face.
I got boo boo job face big time right now.
Well, you're welcome.
Fucking suck.
always here to crush your dreams.
Not science fiction. Y'all can suck my left nut. Tell me it's not no fucking science fiction.
All right, now let's go with some takoyaki for the Opera Cake for best music or sports, because that is a new thing. If you don't have a music anime, we have a sports.
Oh, good. I'm glad we have this edition.
I didn't realize.
Since they are low for both, we're just gonna mix them together.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, cool. Another award.
Well, I don't want to give it to. I didn't want to give it to fucking Whisper Me a Love Song because fucking Aki does not deserve happiness. I went with Blue Box.
You hate shit.
He's like, women don't deserve happiness.
No, Aki doesn't deserve happiness.
He hates the gay women.
What's wrong with Aki?
She's a cunt.
Shiho's a cunt.
She did nothing wrong. Shiho did nothing wrong.
She had the ultimate boo boo job face.
She
If
wanted
anything,
to like
Aki settled for Shiho. She's like, well, fuck, I can't get the girl that I want, so I might as well get the girl that's throwing it at me, so at least I can get some box. No blue.
All right, so Chris, we doing blue box or blue lock?
Blue box.
Blue box, okay.
Yeah.
Starman, what
This
about
show's
you?
just gone off the fucking rails if you haven't noticed.
Same.
Your blue box also?
Yeah, I'm blue boxing it.
What about you, Ethan?
Blue box. If we're gonna do sports.
Yeah, I think it's unanimous actually. Blue box.
Yeah.
There it is. Blue box. Have our first unanimous award, guys. Congratulations.
All right, let's party. Did we have any last season?
Yeah, like 2, I think.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get that baby on there. Blue box by default. Well, not default, unanimous.
crazy, boy. Do I have any, come to think of it? Do I have any sports for the remainder of the year outside of Blue Box? And that's another question.
What was that? Sports or
There's
music?
Ranma.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
know. I had two music.
Did you say Ranma?
Yeah, it's martial arts.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
That's
wrong.
a fair point, actually. I'm not gonna argue that one.
All right, now takoyaki, slice of life.
Slice of life. Where is this fucking thing? Cat.
That's his award, cat.
So, what affects my slice of life? Oh, I also went with Blue Box on this one too.
Okay. Good. What about you, Star?
I'm not saying.
I went with 2.5 dimensional seduction. That
Really?
is cosplay, man. Absolutely slice of life cosplay. That's all they did was cosplay, and it was cute. I really enjoyed the show a whole lot.
All right. What about you, Ethan?
Blue Box is the better show, but in terms of capturing the essence of slice of life, I went with my most disappointing, Guy's Mixer. It's the only other award it won. But at the end of the day, Guy's Mixer is still the story of 6 college age folks going to college and working part-time and discovering feelings and doing cool shit outside of like school and work. So they fit.
I can't believe he gave an award to Hagi.
I give it to Hagi. I if anything, the majority of the award goes to Suo and Tokiwa.
All right. For me, it is Sumer Show or The Elementary Wife because it dealt with like the life of grief, how people process it, losing a loved one, and yeah, it's not always like a happy type of thing. Sometimes it can be very depressing, and they captured that really well. So that's why I gave it to Sumer Show.
When is death ever really a happy thing?
As I said, like I said,
Revenge.
Revenge is always good.
Yeah. Then you get shit like Ninja Convoy.
But just look, all they gotta do is get ready to CGI super suits, bro, and we got a hit. That's
Ready for
it.
season 2? You ready
Season
for season
2, bro.
2?
Because the internet was loud enough to let them know.
And after season 2, I'm not watching Adult Swim anime again.
Yeah, bro. Like the internet, I pray we can Sonic the Hedgehog Ninja Kamui. Like, and you know what I mean. I pray that I pray that we can bitch enough to like the creators be like, bro, we weren't feeling that mocap super suit shit, bro. Like, no, just give us ninja shit. We don't need none of that CGI super suit shit, bro. Stop it.
If not, I'm gonna burn your building down.
Okay, Kyoto Animation. Fuck.
And maybe Adult Swim will get a budget.
Insurance budget.
Exactly. All right, let's get this Halloween cake in here for Best Supernatural.
Hey, he gonna be like your boy Demon Slayer.
I'm going with Don. We got everything here. We got ghosts. We got psychics. We got fucking aliens. We got the whole fucking works.
All right, Starman.
Supernatural?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dun da da dun da da da. Yeah, dun da dun, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like that's it's no, bro. It's like Ghost, man. Missing golden testicles and dancing demons that give you superpowers. Like, bro, what the fuck am I watching?
Fucking beatboxing, boxing alien.
Like a crab or shrimp that can box. Like, oh yes, let's sign me up.
Did you pick it, Matt?
What?
Did you pick that as your
Yeah,
Supernatural?
I picked on that as well. Yes.
It should be unanimous, but Ethan just wanted to be a stickler. I don't know what the hell. This nigga,
It's too weird. It's too weird for him.
It's not my forte.
how you watch that? I don't get it, bro. Cause you would have cried at the ballerina, like your Acrobat Silky episode. You'd have cried, bro.
I probably would have. Yeah, that's the only thing. Everything else is I've just had my eyebrows raised half the time whenever Chris and Matt.
And then that romance is so special. But keep going.
She's hot. Don't get me wrong. I love all the Dojin with Ayase.
With Granny. Oh,
No,
my
oh,
bad.
Granny too.
What's that?
I thought you were talking about the adult.
Granny,
My
fuck
bad.
you.
Keep going. Oh, Granny. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Turbo Granny can get it. Yeah, I've seen that too. Nah,
No, not Turbo Granny, but keep going.
The other
I
one.
thought it was. Oh, I thought it was the same Granny. Okay, sorry. Okay, I Supernatural. I picked 3-0. Does that count?
Yes, it counts.
Okay, I picked
It
3-0.
is.
You gonna elaborate, or that's just it?
I
Or
mean,
you're done with us. You fucking.
they got powers. They fucking have. They're creepy. The Sim Bishops are fucking. What's it called? Yeah, they. What's it called? They. I mean, it's pretty warped when you think about one of the Sim Bishops can turn people into fucking anything, including dragons and spiders and creepy shit, and yeah. And then the other person with being able to like control people with emotions, pretty creepy and fucked. So it's about all. Like, not much to it, but because I didn't really have many supernaturals, and I was like, oh, ReZero fits like a glove.
All right, now let's get some shrimp tempura in for mystery / thriller.
Mystery. I'm going with a show that no one here has watched. Kasuketsu, Fate of the Majority. It was interesting when it first aired, where it was oh hey, time to kill off half of the cast and then bring them back, and it turned into this weird battle with supernatural powers. But then by the end of the show, it turned itself around, and I really enjoyed it.
What's the name of it?
Kasuketsu, Fate of the Majority.
Okay, so I was trying to find the picture, see if I actually did get it. I might have, but keep going.
No, that was it.
I think I found it. So, Starman, what's yours?
All right. I'm gonna go with Ray Zero. Ray Zero was an absolute thriller. The first 3 episodes alone were just thrilling. Like, just it was just nonstop. Like death, like what's gonna happen. Like it was all gas, no breaks. The first 3 episodes. Like with episode one was this long movie. Then you get to the end. Then every episode after that was like pretty much was the first 2 3 minutes. Like something tragic is happening, and they're just really trying to figure out like, yo, there are real high stakes. Like the stakes were so high, and I really appreciate the stakes being so high. Wasn't the mystery. It was just so thrilling. It was just
Mm-hmm,
everything was going constantly.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
What about
mm-hmm.
you, Ethan?
Same ReZero. At the end of the day, ReZero is up there. I think in the top 5 anime of this. I guess you could say damn near this generation. When you think about it, it's only 20 something years, but it's up there in terms easy top 10, probably top 5, easy in terms of like thrilling anime. Keep you at the edge of your seat. You don't know which way the roller coaster is going to turn, which twist, how sinister that turn is going to be. It keeps your heart pounding a lot from that perspective. So ReZero is up there as one of the top notch thrillers in all of anime.
All right. For me, I went with the mystery aspect. So for that, I'm actually gonna give it to B stars.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Forbidden Deductions.
No, hell no. No, B stars did it good. For like how they're trying to figure out, like we're trying to learn more about melon, the black market, this new drug that's an energy drink. We just get the hell they did a really nice build up of it, so that's why I'm giving that to B stars. But
I heard from our mutual friend Matt that they like took Legacy and Louis out of that search to like when they raided the place.
yeah, there's a few things they cut out that I wish they didn't. So that's the only like, damn it. But I guess it didn't translate well in anime. But whatever. Let us have. Hold on. Let's get some sushi in for adventure. What's your best adventure?
I'm going with Loner Life in Another World. Kid in this entire class gets reincarnated or not reincarnated, summoned to another world by an old man god, and he by himself, or rather him being a loner, travels around with trying to travel around with his classmate, even though he just wants to be on his own. It was a good story, and it fit well with the genre.
Okay. Starman?
I'm gonna give this one to Shangri-La Frontier as well. It was a very fun. The adventure is always fun because it's just a game. It's an action adventure game, and they do a good job with court with season two, um, getting it back to Sun Raku in any meal. Sunrock in the mill. It was like, look, we gotta we gotta level up. So he went back to grinding, figuring things out, fighting the scorpions, getting new moves. He just like and I really enjoyed that. Like just the whole adventure. Like it's an adventure game. Like they really got like knee deep in that and I appreciated that. So I just went ahead and give that some more love. It was either that or fairy tale. As much as I do love fairy tale, that is literally in the name of the show. But I'm a little biased. I really like Shangri-La.
What about you, Ethan?
Um, I wanted to give it a Tower of God. Would that have counted as an adventure?
Which one?
Tower of God.
Yes, that counts.
That counts as an adventure. No, I didn't give it the Tower of God because I was like, it was iffy to me. I thought it was more of like a shonen type anime, so I gave it to Daima things simply because of the fact that they're on an adventure to try and capture the Dragon Balls, and they're on a whole other planet, and they're exploring the planet, and they're meeting all these different creatures. So I felt like in terms of the purest, simplistic aspect of the word adventure, I thought that fit it well. I think it fits a little bit better than Tower, even though Tower is the far more superior anime.
All right, fair. Now I gotta go find that fucking picture.
Daima, you didn't expect anything?
Yeah.
So, like Matt did not expect to give any awards to Daima. He was like, "Yeah, Daima's
Yeah,
not getting any awards."
no hope. Lost cause. Fuck off.
I mean, it's mid. We both gave it a 3.25. So, but it's the category.
Yeah. While I'm doing that, I also gave it to Shangri-La Frontiers. They ventured a video game. They ventured 2 different video games. It came out nice. So no, I was very happy with the adventure aspect of
Shangri-La Frontier.
the Shangri-La, yes.
It's a third show that would have been unanimous had I watched the show.
That's if you watched it.
Third award, yeah. It's third award. Or it might have
I
been
think Shangri-La might have annoyed you, but then again, I don't know because there's no fan service in it.
You also thought they were like trapped in the video game.
I thought it was like Overlord type thing, and I was like, I'm already watching Overlord.
Yeah, it's not Overlord. It's literal. A guy can get in the game, check out the game whenever he wants to. It's just like he gets in this game, and the person he is in the game. It's like if you're a gamer, you like it. It's like y'all don't think you even have to be a gamer to enjoy it. But everyone I know who is a gamer enjoys it.
Yeah, but I'm not the type of person that enjoys watching other people play video games. I don't go on Twitch and care about fucking people. Fuck off. Do something with your life that's important and meaningful. Instead of making money playing video games, you fucking loser.
Okay, boomer.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
You said chili.
Hey, if we deport all the illegals, send them on the fucking fields and have them work in the fields.
Whoa! This isn't that type of podcast, Ethan.
I'm not saying we should. I'm not advocating we should.
It's okay. Don't mind him, Mr. Florida in him.
I'm just saying. I'm not advocating that we should. I'm just saying if Trump does it, fucking send
bro. We're not trying out for we're not trying out for the Daily Beast, bro. We're not trying to get on.
No.
Like, this is Matt, not Matt Walsh. I need you to know who this is, Ethan.
No.
Wrong Matt. It's the wrong Matt.
Yeah, we ain't getting that Matt Walsh shit in here.
Yeah, man, it's wrong Matt, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, now we got that out of the way. Now, so some Karage, best comedy.
Oh, this is another show. I'm the only one who's watching. Afro Trip. It was fucking hilarious. Just watching. I was laughing my ass off watching the show. It was funny watching the the interactions, or rather, the main antagonist just like fuck around and try to do his best to defeat the magical girl, but like ultimately like just failing horribly.
Okay. Starman?
Best comedy?
Yep.
Oh man, Rama was pretty freaking funny, man. Rama one half, bro. Rama was funny. Rama was legit. I laughed. Like it's funny. It's a good comedy. It's even stuff I come to expect. It's funny. I enjoy it. I will say 2.5, believe it or not, was a close second because 2.5 is funny when it wants to get funny. But it's a different type of funny. But definitely Rama.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Down to Down, all y'all folks. I kind of
Dun Dun
expected.
Dun is Dun 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 is funny. Like Dun 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 is. I don't know. It's a different type of funny. I don't know.
I wouldn't call it the
I didn't watch
funniest.
it for the comedy. I watched it for the like
Everything else.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I gave it to Ranma too. Out of all the shows, it was the most consistent show, and I laughed a lot. At first, during the first 4 episodes, I would have given it the Guys Mixer, but then I just got more and more annoyed. And even though Ranma did annoy me with the figure skating arc in general, I still laughed at the majority of the other episodes. So yeah, I give it to Ranma too.
Rama also.
Hey,
It was.
good
Hey,
choice.
I'm almost unanimous with you guys.
Yep. I had a lot of fun with it. So. Alrighty, now let's get some let's get some of that yakisoba in here. Best fantasy.
I'm also giving this one to Loner Life in Another World. Yes, it's basic reincarnation story, but I enjoyed the world that they were in. Rather, I enjoyed how the main character made use of his abilities in the fantasy world because basic premise is he gets transported last because he tried to get away from the summoning circle, so he had to get all the like trash skills, titles, and all that shit. And he was able to make do with it and come out better than all his classmates who got broken shit.
Nice. Starman?
You're making me question something. Hmm. Yeah, Ray Zero.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that yours, is that yours
yeah,
as well?
just
Ethan?
yeah. That's all I got to say is Ray Zero. That's yeah, fantasy. Absolutely,
Okay.
magic, death, eating rabbits, dragons,
All around.
dragons. Yeah, dragons. Yeah, yeah.
Dragon blood.
Give me dragons, and you got it. Sorry, fairy tale. Fairy tale's like fuck.
What about you, Ethan?
I already gave 2 fucking genres to a ReZero, so I couldn't fathom giving it a third. So I gave it the Tower of God.
I actually wrote down ReZero. I was expecting
Oh,
to
you
pick
called
that.
it?
I was trying to call
Oh.
it, but he.
No, I gave it. I gave it. I didn't want to do a Ranma or not a Ranma. I'm sorry, a Ragna, where I fucking went and gave it like 3 different fucking things again.
Well,
Mine is also ReZero. No, I
Ethan,
love
odd man out.
I love the whole world of ReZero in general, so they do a great job with that.
I tell you what, though, another reason why I didn't give it because I want to save it for maybe next season. You never know. I mean, granted, though, we have solo leveling, so that's probably gonna take a lot of them. But
I'm giving stuff now because it's a week. Winter was pretty weak, all things considered. But spring, I mean, I'm not winter, but fall was kind of weak. But
yeah, winter's
winter's coming in hot.
Yeah, as I said, that's why
Yeah.
that's why I'm giving majority mine to the fall now.
yeah.
All right, let's get the red velvet cake for best romance. Chris,
You.
What's Red Velvet? Romance?
romance.
I'm giving this to tying the knot with Amigami Sister.
No, nice choice.
I enjoyed. I read the manga before this, and I was really looking forward to this due to it being by the same and I think it was an assistant to the guy who made uh the other one, the romance series with the five sisters.
Quintuplets.
Quintuplets.
Yeah, Quince. Um, and I really enjoyed it. The girls are cute. They're all different personalities. They're not all immediately bitchy towards main character. Main character, while also a study freak, he has his own like aspirations as to why he does. And the girls all have good chemistry with the main character.
All right, Starman, what about you?
I'm going with Dan to Dan. This that man, that romance between like Ken and I say it's just so fucking adorable. I don't know what it is. I think the episode that got me was the episode where they were looking for each other, they couldn't find each other, and they kept missing each other. And then when they finally ran into each other, they accidentally kissed. And then from there, she's getting jealous of him, and and then he gets a girl that didn't like him who likes him, and now she's like it's the episode when new guy comes in and everybody's looking at him walking in the house and like she's looking straight at Ken like nothing else is in the world. And I was like, oh yeah, I love this romance. Like it's just so much. Like I stay for everything else, but down to done like the history that I know about the show is the creator, it's a romance. It was meant to be a romance. And he was like, all right, it's just going to be a very unique romance. But the essence of the show is a romance. And I think they do a great job layering the romance in with the rest of the cake.
Okay, Ethan.
Just want to say how weak the romances were in Fall and Principal. So I just wanted to make that point. It's so weak that I almost gave it to Whisper Me a Love Song, except for the fact that I gave it by default in another weak romance season, which was Spring, I believe it was. It was also fairly weak, and it won by default. Even if it wasn't complete, it still won my romance. So I didn't want to give it twice in a row, obviously. So I gave it to the show where the couple is going to get married, and that's 365 days until the wedding. The finale really, really, really sold it. I'm gonna get more into it when we talk about it in our top list. It made it by default, but nonetheless, the finale really sold it and really like took home the romance of the season. I was gonna give it to Yakuza, but my rule of like
There
over.
was no romance in that show.
Yeah, it's like I can't really deal with Karishima being fucking so like creepy and obsessive and fucked up really to Yoshino, and Yoshino being a just complete bitch to him in return, and he's getting turned on by it. I couldn't fathom giving it to it. And then the guy's mixer was, as I mentioned before, a fucking dud when it came to the romance when it was all said and done. So that was fucking whack. So 365 wins in essence by default. If actually, no, I'm lying. If I could have counted Blue Box, I would have unanimously been Blue Box. But
You're saving it for winter.
and I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, given that we've got so many strong ones.
Well, you could. Well, if it bites in the ass, it bites in the ass.
If it bites me in the ass, it bites me in the ass. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, Blue Blocks. I am going to say for that. I probably would have done Dan to Dan, but I think just as a romance show, I just couldn't in good conscience, even though I liked them. But for like just a show that is just a romance in general, I just kind of gave it a Rama. With the slow build up of it.
That was my original choice, by the way. But
I get why. It was more of like if I had to say it as an actual legit romance show, that's like the focus of it. It would be Rama for me.
I just thought it was a little too slow. That would be my one critique of the romance aspect from that perspective. I thought it was a little too
what in
slow.
Rama?
Yeah, I thought it was a little too slow.
Yeah, it's really like without spoiling anything. It's Rama has so many love interests. You like, yeah, bro. Yeah, it's
Heard.
a comedy before anything else.
Heard.
Alrighty, now let's get some action in here.
This is an obvious choice. I'm giving it to Shangri-La Frontier 2 or Season 2
For action,
Yep.
for action.
I'm going with Bleach, but okay.
I'm going with Bleach.
I got Shangri-La.
Oh, we split down the middle.
But
Civil War.
Split.
Hey, I'm your trench mate, Sean. Let's go.
Hey man, let's go.
Let me write all this down.
I will say though, like Shangri-La action wise, like it's the action that I really wanted didn't like this final fight that we're getting right now with the Lycon. It's
Yeah.
like bro, it's who does that, man? Who starts a fight at the end of a core just to pick it up in the next one? I'm like, bro, why did y'all do that?
Yeah.
Why did y'all do that? Y'all
who-
literally,
I really wanted to give it fight of the season, but I was like, damn it, no.
yeah, it,
who starts
dude.
who starts a creepy possible no scene at the end of the arc, and you have to wait till July to see the continuation. Fucking yeah.
Oh god. Alrighty, let's move on. Our last genre, the Depression Cake, best drama.
I have to give it to this, even though I once again cannot finish this season because oh man, hiatus came and fucked me over. I gotta give it to Danmachi. This whole arc has just been drama with Belle being or with Freya charming the entire city of Orario to not remembering Belle as the original member of Hestia's Familia, him losing all of his friends and being gaslit by the entire by Freya and her followers to be like, oh no, you've always been a part of us. Don't be crazy. Just sleep with her already. It was so good. I want to finish this. I want the end of this fucking season because I would have given this the best fight. But no, we have to fucking cut it off right at the end.
Starman?
Yakuza Fiance. That's that drama. That's drama. All of they whole thing was drama. I'm talking about every time, like it's I don't know, man. It's every time Yoshino was on the scene, it was like drama. Every time
Karisma's life is nothing but drama.
Karishima drama,
Nothing.
Yakuza drama, like childhood friend drama, and then he gets hurt into his drama. Man, it was just like, bro, y'all so messy. But
Hot dick.
I just love they toxic, messy drama. I loved it. Make this a K drama and I'm in. I am fucking in, bro. Make this a K drama and I'm in.
Not a J drama.
K drama's great. Stop. The Koreans, man, they do the drama.
I got like 50 in my fucking queue right now. I don't know when the fuck I'll ever get to them, but I've got like 20 of them in the bitch.
What's your drama?
The one that you didn't let me count for fucking science fiction, or
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, bro. It's good job. It's drama. It's a lot of tension.
That is drama.
It's a lot of tension in here.
It is
A lot of tension, bro.
It is a lot of tension. That's why I washed it down with Blue Box to make myself feel better because the tension was just palpable.
Yo, put it in his mouth. Open it up.
Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
Spread it.
Pause that, son.
Spread it wide and deep.
Hey, yo.
It's like, yo, no walk, chill, bro. Like, take me out first. Like,
Bruh.
Oh boy. Yeah, mine's also Orb.
Orb.
All right, hey now let's have some iced tea. Let's just wash down all this food. This one is going to be best visuals. Chris.
I'm giving this to the stories of girls who couldn't become magicians. It has a very oh man, Starman agrees. It has a very unique I want to say it's like a very unique hand drawn style that you don't see again nowadays with how people are adapting our art style. It's made by JC Staff, which also did Demon Lord 2099, which is and Mag Lumiere, which they're known for making good shit. So yeah, I really enjoyed how this show looked.
All right, Starman.
That's my choice. Like the watercolors, from the first episode of the show, when you get to meet these girls at this academy, and it's a familiar trope. People who can't do magic at a school for magic got to figure out how to do magic, but the way that the watercolors and the practical effects and the 3D animation all blend together, and because they use a lot of pinks, a lot of yellows, a lot of blues. And it's flat. Like the animation is really flat, but then when it's 3D, it pops. There is no other show that looks like it. I would say initially it was between this and Delico's Nursery, because Delico's Nursery, the visuals for that show are classic hand drawn type animation. So it was really hard to choose between the two. But it's just as Chris pointed out, the stories of girls who couldn't become magicians are just way more vivid. It's just way more bright, way more vivid, and yeah, there's something special about how they animate that one. So yeah, visually, it's stunning.
All right, Ethan.
Sorry, I'm watching the football game because I got $60 on the line. What was the award again? One more time. I'm sorry.
Visuals.
Visuals. Bleach. It does visuals quite well.
All right, very good. Mine is Orb, especially with Starry Sky and everything they did with that.
That's
Very
fair.
nice.
That is very fair. That is fair.
Yeah, they did a good job capturing the essence of, again, the stars, the night sky,
Yeah.
and just the scenery around it too, which is nice.
Yeah. Yo, BRB, I gotta pee and get some water.
All right, while you do that, we're going to do our Devil Food Cake Best Antagonists.
I'm giving this to Freya. Not because she's like a evil mega maniacal villain. She's a damaged villain. Not going into major spoilers, but like
Is this from
Damachi.
Damachi.
She basically wants to find this one person or this one soul. It doesn't even have to be like one soul that meshes with her that she believes that will give her the love that she desired, because she's the goddess of love. And she's doing whatever she can in order to get that love. Hell, before she does all the mind altering charm shit, she like reveals that the character you know as Seer has actually been her this entire time to Ryu Lion, who also has feelings for Belle, and she's like, hey, we can totally share Belle. I know you have a thing for him. You don't have to fight me. And it just shows that like she's willing to do whatever it takes to get her love, even though no matter what it takes.
all right, Starman?
All right. No walk. I ain't gonna even act like I got y'all in the suspense, man. Like he is the villain of all villains. No walk. He's a villain. He is a villain, bro. Like it's if nothing convinced me more than the latest episode, and I know we're transitioning to the second half of this season, but it's it's just a torture. It's just a delight, and it's not even a delight. The
It's
lack
cold
of
blooded.
emotion
It's cold
and
blooded.
apathy.
Yeah.
He's just cold, bro. He's just so
Cold-blooded.
cold. Where he's not even evil. He is just
Mm.
driven by purpose, and there is nothing more. Like it's one thing of a motherfucker evil. They got emotion. You know, they know what they're doing is evil, and they delight in it. It's a different when someone is like, bro, I'm doing this because God wants me to do this.
Well, they're
And
blinded. That's the point of history that it captures so
it's
well. That the faith has blinded, quite literally blinded that world to where it
and the
is.
best villains are blinded by faith. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. The best villains are blinded by faith.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Nowak was a great villain.
Yeah.
What about you?
I almost chose no walk. I almost did. And I gave it to a group. I gave it to the Sin Bishops. You got four motherfuckers that are basically killing people in a town. They're ruthless. They're evil. They are batshit crazy. All of them are batshit crazy. The torture that Subaru and his crew have gone through over the course of the first 8 episodes is just as much as what they've gone through, pretty much through any point throughout the entire 2.5 seasons that it's aired thus far. So I thought all of that was tantamount to being the antagonist of the seasons, because not only is it not one, there's three that they got to fight, and they're cronies. So to the collective Sin Bishops and their cronies, all of they antagonists, easy. And not to mention they're giving them hell. It's not like they're antagonists and then Subaru's beating these guys or the crew's beating these guys 1, 2, 3. No, when they got them beat, psych power, done, fucking dead, fucking you're turned into like some deformed, malformed creature or some shit, or like, oh, you're missing a leg now. Oh, your leg's back. I'm gonna rip that bitch off again. Oh, you think you have faith? Nope. I'm gonna make you throw up because freaking you're so disgusted and in fear and all that shit. Like you're seeing a little boy get fucking ripped in half and all sorts of batshit things, bro. So
Yo, they straight up dropped that child off of that damn
yeah,
building.
bro.
Like, bro,
In these
that was
two
thing. I was like,
scenes,
bro, that was
it's
cold.
like
That
what?
scene alone, bro, I feel you on that. They dropped that child from a
Yeah.
building.
ReZero has easy protagonist. Easy.
It's like, yo, that's some
Nowak is
cold
very
shit.
close though. I respect the shit out of the fact you said Nowak, but I gave it to the Sin Bishops collectively.
Yeah, mine is also Novak, because fuck, like, fuck that guy. Jesus Christ! Like I would save him for next season, but it's like, you know what? No, I think I need to give someone else a chance.
Realistically, so my catch-22, right? I thought about saving him for next season too. He still might, but the way you've set it up, Matt, because you've read it, it's not a spoiler because I don't know, but the way you set it up, it seems like Novak's gonna have like a redemption arc. In
Either
this,
he's gonna die. Either he's.
Oh no! There's no redemption. There's
Okay,
no
so-
redemption.
yeah, but is he gonna
Oh,
continue to do people fucked up shit?
I don't want to know. So you're not getting the answer, Ethan. I feel he's either gonna redeemed or die. So the fact he's not
Well,
He's
getting
gonna do
redeemed,
both. He's gonna die. It's inevitable. He's fucking dying. But how far is redemption, or does he just die forever, a piece of shit?
there's no redeeming this man.
it gets worse.
Yeah, like absolutely fucking not.
It gets worse.
I made
Like,
a
bro,
decision.
like that lets me know that's why I chose him. I said, bro, this man is like is
Then I'm happy I saved him. Then I'm happy I saved him. If that's the case.
Yeah, man, I can't find a fucking picture for your archbishops. Why gotta be difficult?
It's fine. I mean, if you wanted to pick one of the I guess the most
I'm trying to. There's no like good formats.
I'm sorry.
I know
He's throwing off for
why you gotta be the
Can you
one.
find the logo for the?
I'm trying to find something. All right, this will do. This will do. Fuck.
the gospel. I don't
Matt,
know.
how is this one? Matt, how is this one?
Hold on. I already did it, so it's okay.
Okay,
Thank you for looking, Chris.
Yeah.
no problem.
I got a little too late there. You didn't pull the trigger.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Yo.
Oh, I gotta do the ricochet, Matt.
Oh, fuck Ricochet. All right, now the Angel Food Cake, best protagonist, Chris.
I'm going with Haruka from Lunar Life in Another World. Dude is just getting dragged through this fantasy world by fucking his classmates when all he wants to do is just chill in his nice cave home that he made with by himself and relax like the loner he is. But he still goes out of his way to like help out because like he's a good guy. And that's why I'm giving it to him.
All right, Chris.
well, this is Shunraku's, but I'm gonna go with Yeah, man, I'm gonna go with Subaru. I'm gonna go with Subaru just off of the fact that I need to get this out the way now because as far as protagonists, we get Natsu, we get Ichigo, and then we get like a few other characters who are just like run of the mill XYZ blah blah blah. But I felt like Subaru, um, he's more he has more of a backbone. I feel like you die a few times and you feel you're not he's not scared of death anymore. At this point, he's like, yeah, I know I can just reset, but I don't want to do that. So let me just he's putting more of a stakes into doing things while he's not relying on knowing that he can just die and reset.
Mm.
He's actually okay, let's solve this right now. Like, let's figure this out. Let's deal with the consequences. Because if it was me, as soon as little cat girl got mauled and was about to die, I'd have just reset to a time when she alive so I could save her. But he didn't do that. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick it out. So I feel like he's got more of a backbone now, and I respect him. He's grown silently. Subaru's grown silently within this past season, so he's doing a good job as a protagonist.
Mm.
All right. Ethan.
I had literally, I'll tell you what, until this very second, I had Subaru. However, two things. One, to all of Starman's points, he's absolutely correct. However, knowing that we still have the back half, I need to see how Subaru redeems himself because I feel like he's gonna be leading, just like like Novak is leading going into winter. Subaru's leading protagonist for me off the bat for winter. However, because of what we talked about 2 hours ago, Matt, I'm giving it to Rafa from Orb. This man is the genesis of a movement to change the entire way the world looks at
He was
the
in 4 episodes.
and the season finale brought him up and the principle of him being the impetus to a lot of how Novak thinks as well as being the creator of the chest and starting that process of being able to pass down data that is going to be disseminated over the course of multiple generations. I think for a 12-year-old boy, not only is he doing this as a human, he's
A
doing this as
minor
a 12-year-old.
character that is a main character. Like the best main
He
character
plays he yeah.
within a quarter of the episodes.
Yeah, and Okasi and fucking Badeni couldn't replicate the power that this man exuded. He took his own life with a smile on his face, basically
That was
taunting Novak.
gangster.
Yeah, he
that was
bro. Like
gangster.
the
I'm
more I
saying,
thought
but
about it, the like literally, I was like, it has to be Raffle. And that's a powerful thing for a main character to be only in the show for 4 series and maintain that impetus for the series to be able to carry that over throughout an entire course, in essence. I think that's very profound. So I'm giving it to Raffle with Subaru leading going into winter.
Yeah, you took mine. I had Raffle.
okay.
Like in 3 episodes, he did an impact with that influence. He did more as a presentation in those 3 episodes than most would do in like 12. He did
Or 24.
he did it in 3.
Yeah.
That's why I respect that, and even to the point where it sacrifices himself to keep that thing alive. And they're doing it now in these future generations with Bade and Oxy. They're also doing the same thing. Yeah, now they have to stop them, but they're still they sacrifice of using Oxy's notes as a new way for that inspiration for that research to continue to carry on.
He had the world in his hands because he was
even
so
like
young
this
and
the whole thing of scholars, they could not do that much as they're like stuck. They're like stuck on this one theory that they think is right when it turns out it was wrong. Like Raphael had put more thought. Since he is young, he has that young, brilliant mind of this getting to learn more about everything. Like not everything, like anything can be a possibility, such as this one idea. Like in there, like there's like multiple ideas for theories in there.
Imagine if Raffle had the backing of the university that Badeni had for that to accelerate his research with Yolenta. Imagine Raffle was there. Raffle would be fucking king star. He would have figured it out long before Badeni ever did. And like I said, Raffle had the world in his hand, and he said, "Fuck the world, fuck my future. This is a future that I'm going to die for, that I'll never fathom of seeing except in the heavens."
Alrighty, let's move on now. Let's get a regular cupcake for the husbando.
I wanted to give this to Hal Hammerhand from the Lord of the Rings movie, but I couldn't. Fuck you, Matt. Instead, I gave it to what's his fucking name? Koji Shigemoto from Magi Lumiere. He does. He's the bot. He's the CEO of the company. And you know a man loves his job when he comes to work every day dressed like a fucking magical girl and speaks with confidence as he tells his employees what they need to do.
A man dressed as a magical girl sounds like a pervert.
He's just a fan of magical girls.
To dress like one, though?
It's
like when I see men
It's
dress
not like he goes. It's not like he goes out dressed like them in fucking public. He just does it in his office.
It's like, bro, it's like seeing men cosplay as any Sailor Moon character. That's not the man.
Mm-hmm.
You hate me.
Yeah.
He just
okay. I respect what you picked. I'm being the.
It's like good for you that you're on, but
yeah.
All right, Starman, who's your husbando?
I'm gonna go. Hey,
you might be father of the year.
Father of the year. What and a half?
What? No, it was a joke.
No, Masamune Okamura. I feel like he, like, man, to be a geek who's completely into 2D girls, and you get these hot cosplaying queens surrounding you, and they all just start like start like they all start developing feelings and things for you, not because you're this stud, but because you're a nice guy, you take care of them, you appreciate them, you do everything you can, you're a good friend, and you don't never try to be some thirsty, creepy guy. Then you get to the beach episode and you take your shirt off and you're straight up ripped, and they all be like, wait, what? And I love that he wasn't some skinny punk who just was just like some lame-o. He get to the
man and Hunter workouts.
Yeah, so you see him at the beach and it's like, oh man, they all here looking like, wait, what? And I love that because they don't really do that to those type of to characters like him. They typically never be like, yeah, man, you can be a nerd and still have the work ethic to work out and have a nice body. So I love that they did that because I felt like it represented for every nerd that goes to the gym. So it's like, yeah, man, like hell yeah, man.
All right, Ethan, who you got?
I got my cat. That's what I got.
Your cat's a husbando?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Come here.
I got mine too.
Hey, kitty love.
Mine's out in here.
Husbando, I'm going with the actual only husband that was in any of my series, and that's Takuya. At the end of the day, Takuya starts off as like very quiet, very like.
What anime is this?
365 Wedding.
Yeah, they got engaged. They didn't get married, but continue.
Yeah, they're getting engaged. Yes, but at the end of the day, like he is still supportive, right? Even though he started out with his own like objective in terms of like getting married and things of that nature, wanting to get married or needing to get married. At the end of the day, the more that he was with Rika, the more that he became really supportive of her, really took attention of her, really noticed like how much value she added to his life, where all he had was him and a stray cat inside of a lonely apartment. And at the end of the day, as they continued to grow and he caught feelings, he realized like, wow, like I want to support this girl. Like, yeah, she thinks she's weird. She likes maps and she likes traveling and looking at landmarks, and that's how she spends her time. But I'm totally okay with that as long as I can make her happy, as long as she's happy, as long as I could be around her when she's happy. I love that, and I want to be that, right? That was his thought process, and that's why I was like, all right, well, this makes total sense why fucking he would be a good husband or a husbando, depending on how you want to say it.
For me, Haru from Trillion Game.
Really?
Handsome man. He can calm me.
Ethan's face is like, really? Like,
I should have known Matt was taking it to like the LGBTQ level.
No. It's for the money. It's for the money.
Oh, it's for the money?
It's for the money.
You secretly want him to whip you, don't you?
No. I'll sleep with him if I can get some of that money.
Matt's got a price, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody's got a price.
There we go. You know where I was going.
Yeah. But he ain't my guy. He's a good-looking fella. So. But now it's time for that waifu. Who is your waifu? Chris.
I'm going with Amagami Yai from Time Not with the Amagami Sisters. She's the good old-fashioned Ara One-san who will tease the fuck out of you.
How do you
She's
spell her name?
great. Amagami Amagami Yai Yae.
Hold on. Is it the blue hair, the red head, black head?
It's blackhead, huge tits.
Black head, huge tits. That's all you had to say. Like shit. That's all you had to say.
She.
And she's legal. She's a college student.
Hey.
Good. Good.
Very good though.
What about you, Starman?
Lucy
From Fairy Tale?
from Fairy Tale.
All right.
No, Lucy. I've had a crush on Lucy. Like Lucy is just like, nah, man. Like she had her moment. You know, she can summon her. I don't know, man. Aquarius kind of put her in the place. That was pretty cool. But I don't know, Lucy.
I
Lucy
was
just.
so happy when Aquarius came back. It was so good.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. Only she can do that. Like she can put up with Aquarius. No, honestly, who deserves it is old girl who was looking for Aquarius because, whew,
Brandish.
yes. Oh my God. But her personality is trash. But she's hot. But Lucy, I say Lucy is more of a bombshell. So yeah, I love a nice blonde bombshell. So Lucy.
Agreed.
Agreed indeed. What about you?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm about to win $60. Okay. I had Chinatsu up until about 2 seconds ago, and then I really thought about what waifu meant, and I really thought about like, yeah, this needs to be a little slightly pervy, right? And so, I'm going with Tsubaki from Yakuza Fiance. She is smart. She is cunning, stylish, sexy, sexual. Like, there's just something about her that's like so badass. She's a model.
You talking about the model with the black hair?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me what you
No,
think.
bro, she's trash.
Why?
She's straight toxic trash. She's a whole bimbo.
He can fix her.
I can fix it.
Basically, he can fix her.
I can
Like,
fix
bro,
her.
she was a straight up bimbo. She's a
Bruh.
bird, bro. She's a whole bird.
Nigga, I want my turn.
Wow.
I want my turn.
Like, bro, she's a bird.
Bro, I'll
Like,
give you a turn afterwards. I'll take a turn after you, bro. I don't care.
Fly, birdie.
she's a bird. All right, man.
Nigga, I want my turn.
Oh my.
I
All
don't gotta
right.
hit it. I don't gotta be raging. I don't gotta hit it first. I just gotta hit it.
Terrible. Alrighty. You know what? You're telling me I just gotta beat her up and I get married? Shampoo, baby.
Your favorite things.
Better off to get married.
You're telling me that's all I gotta do? That's all you gotta say.
She probably would get wet from getting her ass beat.
I'm waiting for season 2. I'm waiting for the second half of the core in order to like.
But I'm like, you know what? Nice. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm in. I want what you're selling. So yeah, that is why I gave it to that. Okay, now next up, let's do some beer for best duo or group. Not a couple. So
I am going with Strange Grief from let the grieving soul retire. They are a bunch of fucking adventurers, all fucking
What's the name? What's the name of the group?
Strange Grief.
Strange Grief.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are all a bunch of eccentrics wanting to do their own thing. And the only reason why they're still they like are even together is because of the main character, Cry Andre. Even though he wants to just retire because he isn't overpowered, unlike the rest of them. We got a fucking battle maniac, chick who will just kick the crap out of you if you look at her funny. You got a girl who will drug you. And you got some weird dude who's just gonna go around beating people with sticks. They're a great group. I can't wait to see the rest of them.
Okay. Starman.
I'm gonna go with Team Natsu. Team Natsu, they always pull off what they need to pull off together. And even with the 100-year quest, it's like with everything on the line, they do what they do best. So it's like, you know what? I don't. They didn't have a lot of. Wasn't a lot of competition in my mind this season. It was a lot like groups and duos. So I'm gonna give it to them.
Ethan.
The Unified Alliance from what's it called, from Tower of God. So all of the people that were facing Fug, all to get Bam. They needed every single one of them. It took, like, I swear to God, probably like 20 people, but all of them, their single objective. There was only one objective, and the single objective was to get Bam away from Fug, and they managed to accomplish that. And they almost everybody contributed in key high spots. So yeah, I don't know what you want to call them. It's in multiple groups clearly, but I just call them Unified Alliance. So,
let's call it Kuhn's team.
Sure.
Or something, but well, I'll do it for the I'll get Kuhn and some of the guys.
Yeah, Kuhn and Dorsey, Rock, Wegman, and those are really the main people when it was all said and done. And then Dorsey.
Okay, and for mine is Team Blue Lock. Egos everywhere. They're all fun. Either they're trying to help each other or they're trying to fuck with each other. But the interactions of all of them are great, especially with U20 as well. So yeah, I will give it to the Blue Lock team.
Sounds like a good friendship. People that are going to support you or fuck with you.
That sounds right. That sounds normal. All right. Yeah, so for this one, I'll just put the show title for all of them for the picture. Make it easy.
Sure.
Yeah. Where are you? Where are you?
I forget how time consuming this is. We're at 3 hours and we haven't fucking even hit our.
We have 6 more categories.
And we have 6 more categories. I forgot how time consuming this is. Yeah. Well, the next one should be short because Starman's not really doing one, and I only have 9. So.
Right. So for the next one is going to be best couple.
Ooh.
I have to give it to the. I have to give it to the only real couple, because I could pick any of the Edo, what is it called? The Otherworld Natsu Lucy for, but I gotta go with the actual couple who made it at the end, Rika Honjoji and Takeya Ohara from 365 Days to the Wedding. I didn't like them at first because they were awkward as fuck and weren't getting anywhere. But at the end, they actually put their shit together and made it out strong.
All the reasons Chris said, that's mine too.
What's their names?
Taki and Rika.
Yeah.
And Rika Honjoji.
Okay.
Honjoji-san.
All right, so I'll just put their. You also use the title.
Oh, Harakun.
Okay.
They never stopped using their fucking last names though. I was hoping.
They did at the end. After they became a couple, they started calling each other their actual.
I guess I missed it then. Yeah, because it was like Taki and Rika. Oh, Harakun. Honjoji-san. Sean.
You know, as much as I wanted to give it to Solange and Velvet, um, they just didn't really do it for me as a couple. Um, I mean, they professed their love, but nothing really came of it. So because of that, this couple didn't necessarily do it either. But they're so fucking cute, man. Ken and Momo Ayase.
Oh, I'm
Kakakura Momo Ayase. I like them as a couple. They're cute. They're cute. It's not completely off the ground yet, but they're just so adorable.
That's mine as well.
I expected Yoshino and Karishima.
Nah, bro. Like
All right,
Karishma,
so
I tolerate him, but good God, bro, he's a lot.
It's a lot, to say the least.
so let me get that picture in for Momo and Okarun. And yeah, so we're kind of even split. So that's good.
We had a couple of them. We're split down
Yeah,
the
we
middle.
had a couple of those splits.
That's always
In
good.
this instance, do it with the cameras. It's a cross, right? So Matt and Sean and me and Chris, we're crossing.
Yeah, trying to let me get a good picture in for Momo and the other. If I can fucking find one. God damn it. Oh god, if this one works, that'd be great. No, it doesn't work. Fuck you. no,
Was it them running?
no, it's them yelling at each other.
Oh, that's depictive.
No, it'd be funny. So, nah, fuck it. I got him in the show title, so let's just do that. Try to do all these pictures and all this while talking. All right, let us do best supporting girl.
My best supporting girl is Turbo Granny from Don to Don. Fucking love Rita Repulsa.
Turbo Granny.
Is that yours as well?
No. Mine is Emil. I love that rabbit from Shangri-La
Oh yeah.
Frontier.
Okay.
I love that rabbit, bro. Like she is fucking adorable. Son Raku did her so dirty, threw her under the bus, and I still haven't forgiven him fully for that. So because of that, I have to give her that award. She deserves it because she's
She
best girl.
needs all the carrots.
Yeah, she needs all the carrots. She deserves all the carrots. Son Raku, you dog. Can't believe you did that to her.
Yeah, no,
Poor
like
bunny.
how fucking dare you?
How dare you?
I'm gonna find out where you live. But all right, even what's yours?
I'm giving it to a main character. I'm giving it to Hina from Blue Box. Hina, at the end of the day, is a main character. However, Hina does the most to both help and hurt herself by supporting what's his face? Taiki with Chinatsu. She constantly gives him words of advice or words of encouragement that fucking help him along with her. And early on in the episode, because she wasn't true to herself, she encouraged him to try and go after her in the first place. So you encourage the situation by not being true to yourself. And when you are starting to fight for yourself, you continue to encourage the situation by telling him aspects about himself because he's down on the shit with her in order to encourage him to be better. So you're being the ultimate supportive best friend. You're putting yourself in the friend zone.
I
So
mean, brother, and the damn thing she could have did to prevent him from being a whole fuck boy and just leaving her by herself at that damn fair at the festival. I was like, oh, bro, I hated him. I don't like him no more. He lost all his points. He lost all points with me, bro. I lost all respect I had for that man. I hope he don't get the girl now, because I just felt like that was foul. I was just like, oh yeah, bro, that was foul. You like if he would have straight up just ghosted her at that festival if they would have just kept. If that girl would have never found her mom, oh, he would have stayed with her the whole night. I
yeah,
just thought that was shitty. I just thought that was
you're
shitty.
not wrong. Listen, you're not wrong. Taiki didn't win any awards individually from me, so you're not wrong. But I just think, I understand you're not wrong by saying Hina was never gonna win in the first place, but still, like the words that she uses to push him along to get there while hurting herself, I think deserves all the props because she's in concert. She's incidentally becoming the best supporting girl to the protagonist and his love situation while fucking herself out of hers. So
It's totally your fault. You brought it to yourself.
pink haired girls, they don't win, bro.
There's also the blue hairs, but yes.
I'm about to say pink hair girls win way more than the blue hairs. Pink
Yeah,
hair girls
Akari
actually,
from fucking
pink hair girls actually do win most of the time.
Yeah,
I'm
Actually,
just thinking of what's her face from Snafu, Yui. Even though she's technically orange, I think, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
But mine is also Turbo Grande.
yes.
Yes.
okay.
Now, best supporting boy.
My best supporting boy is Kuromu from Acro Trip, while also being the mastermind for his organization, despite only being 2 members. He brings the main character along because
What's his name? Chrome?
yeah,
Okay.
he brings her along because she just wants to watch her her favorite magic girl kick ass and look cute. The show is just basically gushing without the gushing.
Mm.
But we all agree gushing is a good thing. You
You
want to
just
see people
got
gush.
you just got his interest.
Yeah, it's gushing, but more comedic and not etchy as fuck.
You lost me.
As soon as you're not itchy as fuck.
Yeah,
And
that anime is a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece. I must own it.
It's like there's that anime's back because of it.
Anime is back because of it. And episode 1 of the Behemoth Cat series came out, and we already got elf tits.
Oh boy, Starman, what's your supporting boy?
Ryoga actually.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm gonna give it Ryoga. I'm gonna give it Ryoga for the simple fact that um it's because like Ryoga, even though he wants Akane and he hates like
He hates
he
Rama,
he
but he
he
still helps.
he still helps. He still helps. Like he'll still help. He'll still like that. I feel like he still like as much as he considers him a rival. I think that rival stems from he understanding that like bro, I don't hate you. I just fucking hate your guts. Like bro, like it's like yeah, bro. I don't want you to die. It's just fuck you every now and then, you know. But yeah, man, Ryoga, man. I think he's a good supporting boy because he pushes Rama. Rama would be just a run of the mill guy with a harem if it wasn't with Ryoga.
Mhm.
Mhm. All right. What about you?
I almost picked Ryoga. He's a second for me. I ended up picking along the lines of Blue Box Kyo because for all the reasons I talked about Hina, Kyo actually does a good job as a best friend to Taiki and helps push him along, gives him advice, gives him encouragement, sets him up truly with Shinatsu to really push that baseline by telling him to go to the aquarium and telling her like, listen, Taiki's playing for a lot more than just internet for just nationals. He's playing because they made a stupid bet with your phone number and he doesn't want nobody to talk to you, obviously, but him and da da
Are you talking about the guy
da.
with the glasses, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
White hair guy.
okay?
White hair guy. So when Hina and them were like, oh, invite Kyo realized immediately what Hina was trying to do, and so he faked cough cough. He faked being sick so he can give Hina the opportunity to go on a single date with Taiki. And to Starman's point, he fucked it up. But in any case, though, Kyo at least tried to throw Hina the softball too, realizing, and he plays a good mediator and everything. Like he doesn't get too involved. He's not too nosy, things of that nature. But he really does his best from his position to encourage and uplift everyone in their relationship situations. I don't know the manga, the Blue Box, to the degree obviously that other people do, but I see Kyo, and I hope he gets some sort of love interest from somebody along the way, because that would be very fitting and deserving for him that he finds his own girl along the way.
All right, sounds good. All right, but now we're down to best girl. So, Chris, Who's
I
the
am
best
once
girl?
again giving this to Amagami Yai. Uh, she's fucking cute. She's carefree. Uh, she's just living the way she wants, and uh, she's hot as fuck. She's great.
All right, let me get that in. All right, Starman.
I'm going to give this to Yoshino Somei. Um, yeah, man.
From what show?
From Yakuza Fiance. Main girl, Yakuza Fiance.
Okay.
Like she had a head on her shoulders, like to kind of like just deal with, all the shit that was going on around her. It's kind of like water with a duck rolling off his back. Like it just rolled off her back. She did what she had to do. She really was gonna come to Tokyo just be herself, but when she realized, look, I can't even relax and be myself without this asshole really, I can't read him, so I need to. She figured it out. She had to figure out a way to get him wrapped around her finger, and she was always down for the shit. Like regardless of what was happening, she always one had to do the right thing, and two, she was always with the shit. Like it was just like she was just down. She was just like, I'm gonna help you, but I'm gonna cuss you out later because I think this is some bullshit. Like, and that would turn me on too. I can't be mad at old buddy because, I mean, that's kind of hot, man. She was pretty hot. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, Ethan.
Best girl, you said?
Yep.
I didn't really have good picks. You know, I'm not even really confident in my pick that I have now. Um, I don't want to give it to her, bro.
Give it to whoever you want.
I put Yoshino, and I don't really want to give it to her, but I can't think of anybody else other than like guess Suo from Guys Mixer because she was slick and
Mm.
she did things really good with her shit. But I gave it to Yoshino just because of how fun she is. And I tell you the reason why I truly picked Yoshino at the end of the day is even though Kirishima got her caught up in his bullshit. When it was all said and done, she was down with it and she bailed him out on several occasions. And on top of that, she's doing her best without even trying to like reform Kirishima and make him a little bit of a better guy. So that's the true reason why I gave it to Yoshino. But it's not one of those picks that I'm like, oh my god, yes. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean, but that's not too far with me. It's just like, no, Yoshino was like an authentic girl who didn't want no problem. She was just like, look, one, I'm doing this because I can. Two, I'm doing this because with great power comes strength. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. She had to reel him in, and she did a good job at doing it and staying true to herself. So I felt like that's the most important thing with me with a female character that actually has a personality.
yeah.
Alrighty, very good. Now, best boy,
Uh,
Chris.
my best boy is a boy who wanted nothing more than to get head from the cute girl in his class, and then became a god. Goro from Goro
No!
from God App.
Hey yo.
No!
Hey yo.
You talking about an overfiend? What the hell?
No, God App, main character.
He comes in the
wanted
last
head.
2 episodes and you give it the best.
Hey, he did his best. He did whatever he did.
Is this a thing? Like you're dead serious? Like, wait a minute. So
Dead
this
ass.
guy
He's
just
dead ass right now.
Yes.
We seen God up, and yeah, we on God. Yes, this happens.
Yes. This happens within the first episode.
Yeah, like season 1.
Yeah.
that's
I
insane.
trust the vision. I trusted the vision.
I know. All right, start man. Who you got?
I'm stunned. Best boy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Best boy to me is a boy who, despite the fact that sometimes he was a girl, and owned it. A cute one at that. He was still the best boy. He dealt with all the bullshit, everybody's bullshit. He accepted accountability and responsibility that all of this shit that's happening is his fault. And even when he didn't want to take responsibility and be accountable, he still did the right thing. And I'm talking about Ranma Saotomi.
Oh man, I should have done that as best girl.
I should have.
Ah,
I thought you were. I thought you were. I was like,
I
I'm
like that a
shocked that
little
he
better,
didn't.
yeah.
I should have. Damn, that's a good pick.
All right, Ian, who you got?
For all the reasons why you picked him as best protagonist, I picked him as best boy, Subaru.
Okay.
Mine is also Subaru.
Hey.
Hold on, Mr. Getting Head over here.
Mr. Getting Head over here. I was getting some head.
And now our
getting-
final award, the
I was gonna
tease
say,
cake,
Chris could
Uh,
probably
best
use some more
animation.
anime.
Hey Matt, I gotta do it. I gotta do it as the waiter. I gotta bring out some harmony cake. We could totally miss best fight.
Oh!
Oh shit! Okay,
Oh!
you're right.
Matt, Chris gets a bonus from your
Yeah,
pay.
Yeah, you get more. You get paid more than Ethan now. Congrats.
Wait, you guys get paid?
No.
Yeah, an exposure.
Yeah,
We get paid in exposure.
we curse too much, bro. That's literally Sean's words.
No.
You curse way too much to be monetized.
All right, Chris. What was your best fight?
My best fight is Senya versus that. I forgot his fucking name. I don't even remember. Does he even have a name? The Void dude who he fights in the white haired one where they have the huge imagination fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
let's see.
that's my favorite fight.
They don't have names.
I
so
don't
I'll say-
remember his
I'll say-
name.
I'll say
I can't find
Tribe
it.
of Void.
Yeah, that works. I enjoyed the use of like, oh hey, this whole fight is just you got to use your imagination. Who can imagine having fun more, as Senya put it.
Alrighty, Starman. What about you?
It was really hard, man. It could have been Okaroon versus Turbo Granny. That was a pretty dope fight. Um, and honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Okaroon versus Turbo Granny. He first got his, it's like he has his powers. He's trying to figure it out. They figure out how to get her. Like the animation was sweet. Wasn't like a fight, but it was like a battle of the wits and timing and everybody having to pull. Like they just got their powers, bro. They had their powers for 5 minutes and they got to take down Turbo Granny. Like I thought that was pretty impressive.
All right, Ethan.
It started raining by me? It's unexpected. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. I was really limited with my fights. Tower of God had okay fights. Bleach had plenty of fights that were just over the fucking top. Gun Gale's fights were meh. And Yakuza Fiance had, I guess, one of the more.
Just say it was the ice skating. I got you. I understand.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna lie. Yakuza Fiance, no, like Shomei versus
Shomei versus Kirishima was like
Kirishima was that honestly, bro. I might
bad.
consider changing my pick to that fight. That you know
that
what?
was a badass fight.
That was a badass fight. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I want to give my award to that fight. But continue. This
I currently have it as Mayuri and Mimu versus the Hand from Bleach, just because I thought it was pretty decent. But if I'm gonna complain about how ass backwards everything has been, I am changing it. I'm gonna change it to Kirishima versus Shoma.
Shomei, yeah, Ethan, yeah. I'm riding with you on that one. Like, yeah, bro. Now that you mention it, I was like, yeah, bro. That fight was in the back of my mind.
You changing?
Man, you tired of punching each other? Don't worry, I brought knives.
Yeah, just like, oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna just stab you.
And
like,
he tossed him the fucking knife. He's like, here, bitch.
Catch it.
Yeah, mine was Okaru and Turbo Granny. So
yeah,
Nah, I have great taste. That just lets me know I have great taste.
Yeah, bro.
So
I'm
all
rocking.
right,
I'm
where
rocking
are
slow
we?
though. I'm glad I started that one. I'll take that. I'll
All
take
right,
that.
I got him, man. All right,
Change.
now the final one, best animation.
Uh, Once again, I'm giving it to Maggie Lumiere Limited Corporation. Uh, Fucking, they went over the top with everything: the fight scenes, the transformation sequences. Uh, Hell, even just the flying was fucking beautiful. Like they did. JC Staff did a really good job at the show.
Okay, I can go with that. So what about you, Starman?
Um, best animation. Um, it was just so. This was a hard one to do. This was a hard one to do because I'll give you an example. If I'm talking about like character design, I'm gonna choose like Yakuza Fiance. But if I'm gonna go with like art direction, I'm gonna go with Delico's Nursery. If I'm gonna go actual movement, I'm gonna go with Ranma. So it's like it's really hard to like just pick animation wise with like what they're doing with a lot of the animation. I'm really having a hard time picking between those three. If I want to just strictly rely on action, it'd be Bleach. So I don't know, man. Initially, I did say Delico's Nursery. I like how the animation looks, but they didn't do anything too impressive with how good it looked. Story aside, they didn't really wasn't about fight scenes or anything like that. Even though they did have a couple of dope ones. Um, but Rama, even though the animation wasn't like flashy, it was animated really well. Them incorporating that 1980 style into 2024. Because of that, I'm gonna go with Ranma. I'm gonna say
Right.
Ranma animation wise, yeah. Because I mean, I would go to Dandadan, but I mean, Dandadan really, um, Dandadan shines when they get obscure. Other than that, it's just solid animation. But I feel like they just meet the standard expectations of what's expected. I think I'm giving this to Rama just off of the strength of, um, they took what was popular in 1988 and they were able to translate it in 2024. And I I think that was a remarkable thing to do. So I'm gonna give it to Rama.
Okay. Ethan.
Um, I gave it the blue box. It's the most to me. Blue box had the most enthralling animation. I looked at those characters, the way that they expressed themselves, the way that they would move around. It was crisp, it was sharp, it was bright. I love bright, exuberant animation styles, things that really pop off my screen. And I think Blue Box did a tremendous job of doing that throughout the entire season for me. Not to be outdone. And I guess from a visual standpoint, you can really claim Orb, like you said, Matt, and that makes sense. I thought the animation in that is also really good. Yakuza Fiance, in terms of an aesthetic, character design was really nice, just like Starman said. Same thing with Ranma. The new take on the 1980s style was really well done, very smooth. It kept that authentic feeling of like that hand drawn style that was the yesteryear style, but making it more smooth and more fluid for 2024. But I think in terms of just what captured my attention, my eye, what made me feel warm watching it every single episode was Blue Box.
Yeah, mine was Blue Box as well.
Nice.
But like I said, I liked it. Very smooth, colorful, vibrant at the same time. That's how they did everything with the Batman and stuff. I liked it. No, I had fun with it. Then that was a close second.
Mm.
But guys, that is it for part one. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna reveal our top 10 of the season. So
Caveat: I will deliver my top. I will briefly state my top tens when we do annuals. Unfortunately, fellas, I have way too many anime that are completely unfinished because during the Christmas holiday break, I was making
yeah,
drinks and not watching anime because I thought I had more time. I lost a whole week in December due to circumstances I won't mention on this
You had a
podcast.
lot. That's perfectly
Mhm.
understandable.
So
Mhm.
that put me behind the week. I was like, damn it, I'm behind the week. And I didn't realize when I missed my anime schedule, it's like, oh crap, I'm behind. But I started prioritizing different shows because I got caught up on everything that's week to week. And the only thing that got me behind was the stupid dub stuff that I just stuck with for stupid reasons, even though I'm switching the subs. So now I got to watch all the subs. But
Mhm.
anyway,
I
I'll
still
have
gotta wait
those.
for Fairy
Well,
Tail to catch up.
but thank you for joining us for this at the very least,
Yeah.
guys. Follow Starman at aka
Thank you for
Starman.
having me.
Check out his music at Requiem Star on Spotify or any music platforms. Wherever you listen, I know he's got another album coming out. Cannot wait to listen to it.
Mhm.
But no, again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week for the annuals.
I will be tuning in to y'all's top, so I just might have to mute it when y'all go into spoilers. But I'll be checking it out now.
Okay, all right.
Due to the way that StreamYard is set up, I can't just cold end it. So we're gonna have to play the animations and music for the end of this and the opening of the next one.
You got it.
I mean, I did that the last time where I removed it. You can remove the video.
Well, it says not.
You guys should discuss this when you're not live.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just
Okay.
warning everybody that you can skip it out.
Hey, look at that! I got balloons.
But guys, we'll be back to part 2.
When the sun goes to sleep, I find myself in a heap because it hurts so much to be away from you. It makes my day when I get a text from you. But still I say goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I see your face. But hey, it's fine. I know everybody needs a little space. There's no one to blame. Goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I hear your voice. But it's your choice. I can't keep you here forever. Just promise me that you'll come back.